Welcome to the Loft in Battleground Games and Hobbies for an unofficial bonus stream for Battleground Games Live.
It's not my birthday.
It's not Amanda's birthday.
It's Mara's birthday.
It's almost Amanda's birthday.
Almost my birthday. And as I did last year, I wanted to play games on my birthday. So my friend Sarah is here.
Hola.
Like she was last year because he's awesome. And we've got a whole pile of games in a bag. And I've got a game right here that Sarah and I are very excited about playing. So
Before you start.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
That's Andy. He's not
I'm not going to be here.
time.
Yep, I have to go downstairs and run the store. So I guess Amanda and Sarah are going to figure out how to run stuff here.
Yeah,
You
we'll,
can do
we'll
it.
figure it out.
We're smart.
You're smart.
We got this.
I have Zoom cam set up here so that you can show off figures if you decide to do that.
We got another follow while we were offline. Mosartralar.
Thanks for the follow if you end up watching this on the VOD or anything. And this is the overhead, so there we go.
I'll figure it out.
Yep.
So, before we begin,
Yeah.
I want to give you each a not birthday present. Because Amanda, I have lots of birthday presents for you. So,
My birthday is tomorrow. Today is actually my mother's birthday.
happy not your birthday, Amanda.
Not your birthday.
Day.
And Sarah, I didn't know what to get you, so I just got one of the best reviewed games at PAX Unplugged.
Oh my
And hope that
goodness.
you don't already have it.
I'm sure I don't. You do your first, and then I'll do mine.
It's not what it says on the tin.
This looks like a wizard's box. Covered in pink paper.
Covered in pink. Oh my goodness.
It's a Fallout 76 hat.
It's all shiny, too. I really like it.
It's adjustable.
It's a snapback, and those are very in right now.
Yes. It's got like a... This is like... I'm gonna break the hell out of that brim because I am not the sort of person who needs to have like...
A straight brim.
No. And I don't think my head looks good with a straight brim.
No.
I need to curl this.
You gotta curl it.
This is gonna have to...
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Happy not your birthday.
Thank you.
Yay.
And Sarah-
Okay.
It's leather too. Like,
I do have options for this one. So open this.
it's not real leather, it's fake leather, but
Open this.
contains imitation leather.
Imitation
That's
leather.
what it says.
Well, that's good.
That seems in keeping with
Oh my god, Fog of Love.
Ooh, I'm looking at that.
So I demoed this last year at PAX Unplugged last year, but we refused to buy it at Walmart, which was the only place that sold it at the time. And then this year, our friends Russell and Alexa demoed it, and they were like, "This looks like a really fun game." And I was like, "I really enjoyed it last year, but I refused to buy things at Walmart."
Yeah,
so I'm very
understandable.
excited.
So the reason I say we have options, this is the male and female cover.
Oh.
Three
There are
covers.
3 cover variants.
There's one that has 2 men on it and one that has 2 women on it. And I didn't know which one to get for you.
Which would
It's
you like?
Oh my
it's the same
goodness.
game on the inside.
Yeah, you could just...
I know.
I mean, to be fair, you're probably mostly going to be playing it with your girlfriends.
That is true.
That's true.
Oh my goodness, what do you think I should
Play it
do?
as 2 boys.
I know we could play it as 2 boys. I do like boys kissing.
I also
kids.
like 2 boys kissing.
Although, to be fair, Fog of Love also involves a fair amount of fighting.
That's
and
true.
Now fight.
Yeah.
Counterpoint.
I will fight you. That was a
So,
quote from last week.
last night, we played The Expanse board game, which was actually really good.
Oh yeah? I've heard good things.
I was really excited. I was nervous about it because I loved the show, and I wasn't. Licensed games can be dicey. And
Guys, I
not
think I
in
have
a-
to go.
Okay.
So, Sarah, if you decide you want to change it
I'll
out,
let
I
you
can
know.
change it out.
Thank
for
you so much.
I'm going to be downstairs. I'll be in the chat. So just give me a holler if you need me for anything.
Licensed games can be a little dicey.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're really good games, there's been a lot of thought put into them, and sometimes it's like, well, we have a game and we'll slap a license on it
Yeah.
and hope that it all works out. And so I wasn't sure which way The Expanse would go. I wasn't sure if The Expanse would go in the, we've got this really cool game and it works really well with it. I just made it tight because I have a small head.
I have a big head.
Very fashionable.
Yeah.
Or we can go in the, like, we put a lot of thought into this direction. Or it could be, we slapped a label on this.
Yeah.
We had an area control game, and it vaguely fit the idea of the show. Turns out they did put a lot of thought into it. The factions are asymmetric, so they don't all have exactly the same mechanics. So they each have their own abilities, which is really cool. They behave very differently. How you maneuver in the game is very much dictated by who you're playing and what type of mechanics you're getting. Because the way it works, and I should have brought it, but it's at home, but I'll show it to you tonight.
Yeah.
Each player plays a different faction from the show, and then you have a lineup of cards. It's not a deck builder, but it feels like a deck builder sort of deal.
Okay.
Where you have cards available to buy off a lineup, and as people use them, they move down and another card is put out and available to make use of.
It's a little bit like Legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you can hold on to them. You aren't building a deck. You're holding on to them for use on your turn, or you're using them right away, or you buy them for action points instead of the ability on the card.
Okay.
So the cards can give you actions that you can then use your basic actions, which is like move your fleet, build a fleet, place influence, which are basic actions. But then you can get your action points, but if you get action points off a card, the other players get a chance to make use of the ability on the card if their faction is shown on it. So if there's no cards out that have your faction on it, you can't use an ability, but you can still get action points. But that means someone else on the board is going to get to do a chance to do something if they want to. And there's an initiative track that shows who gets to pick whether they want to do it first. If you decide to make use of it, you then go to the bottom of the initiative track so that next time someone else gets a chance. But which cards are usable by which factions is very flavorful.
Yeah.
It makes total sense. Bobby Draper, who's a character in the later seasons, she is usable by Earth or Mars. Yes. You're right. That 100% fits. So yeah, I thought it was very flavorful. It was very well done. The mechanics of it worked really well. And it was challenging, but strategic, but not in a, oh my god, I have no idea what's going on way. Once we got it moving, once all the pieces were moving the way they were supposed to, the gameplay was pretty good.
It's a lot better.
It was pretty snappy.
Yeah.
Which was good, which was really fun. So I was really happy with it. I was very excited that I finally got to play it. We've been doing wish list games for December, so the games that we've had that we haven't had a chance to play. December was the
month.
Got to pick one.
That's good.
Andy picked Everdell. Travis picked Coconuts, which was a dexterity game where you have a monkey with spring-loaded arms that are holding their cups like this, and you put little rubber coconuts in them, and you place the monkey facing backwards, and you sproing the coconuts.
That sounds really fun.
Sets of cups. It's so much fun. I'll show you the VOD for it later.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, and I got a really, really awesome shot that I was really proud of. I also nailed a shot at one point. I was explaining the game to someone else, and I was like, if you land a coconut in a cup, you then get to take that cup, and what you're trying to do is build a pyramid in front of your monkey. But if you get a coconut, those cups are still in play. So if you land a coconut in someone else's cup, you get to take that cup from them.
That's nice.
So I was explaining that, and I said that just as I launched a coconut toward it, and I was like, so if you get in an opponent's cup, like Andy's, and
you got it right in Andy's cup.
Nailed it.
Good job.
No scope. So I was very proud of myself on that one. And we had a great time playing that. It was ridiculous. We did have a moment where I hit one and it cascaded into another cup. That was fun. That was nonsense. We had some great moments. It was a really fun game. It was very lively. So Travis picked that, and then we played Ice Cool, after that because Dex games don't take that long.
Yeah, these are pretty fast.
I liked Ice Cold better the second time around than I liked it playing the first time because the second time around we had the wireless mics.
Oh, it's better.
And the first time around we were tethered, and it made it very hard to maneuver around.
Yeah.
You really do want to be moving all the way around Ice School.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like about Ice School, those penguins are really heavy. They're hard little plastic penguins because they're heavy because they're like Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. They're rooted at the bottom, and then they tip. And you're supposed to flick them.
Oh, they probably hurt.
It hurts like hell. My finger, like my forefinger, hurts so much, and you're supposed to be able to like flick downwards onto it to get it to pop.
Right.
And getting that to work is just, it's miserable. It's physically miserable. So to get the power on that flick, you have to really hit it hard. And it was hurting my fingers.
Yeah, that would hurt me too.
I'm not doing well on the game, but I don't feel like I can hit these penguins hard enough to do well.
Yeah.
Maneuvering better made it easier and made it more fun.
Okay.
So,
that's good.
So he did that. John's is coming up next week. At the moment, there is a poll up. Andy can probably throw that poll into the chat at some point. We'll post it later. If anyone is ever inclined to toss bits our way, if you toss more than 100 or 100 or more, and use the hashtag charity, a percentage of that goes towards the charity that's, I forget what it is, but it's Twitch runs good charity stuff, so that's cool. So anyway, that's what we've been playing. John has a poll up to pick his. He does have a game that he does want to play. I don't know if it's really wish listy because it's not something that he's had lying around forever that he hasn't gotten to play, which was sort of the
theme.
The theme of it was something that you've had around. Everdell was really cute. It was really adorable. You build a little town with your little animals.
That sounds cute.
Really cute. There are resources. It's very adorable. I lost by many points, but I still had a lot of fun. And I always judge a game by if I lose horribly, but I have a really good time, then that game is worth replaying.
Yeah, I don't really care if I win or not as long as I'm having a good time.
Hey, thanks, Andy. Yes, so Direct Relief is the charity. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, I always figure if I lose, but I lose and I feel like
it was fun.
It was fun, then it's totally cool. If I lose but I felt miserable the entire time, like I felt like, okay, once I was behind, there was no chance of ever catching up, or I had no idea what I was doing most of the time, and there was no way for me to really figure it out. That's not fun, but sometimes I kind of feel bad complaining about it because I feel like it's going to come across like you lost, and that's why you didn't have fun.
That's how I feel about Keyflower.
Well, it's not the losing, it's how you lose.
Yeah, we played Keyflower twice, and I have friends who love it and want to play all the time, and I just like,
just doesn't go fun.
I don't know if I just don't get it, and like, I don't know, but I refuse to play Keyflower. It's on my list of games I will not play.
So The Captain is Dead Lockdown is one of those games for me. That game, I felt like that game wanted me to suffer.
Yeah.
And that wasn't fun. That was very unfun. Yeah, we got like a whole extra followers. We got like we got 4 followers last night, which was really cool.
That's really exciting.
It is really exciting. That's amazing. So anyway, we're gonna try a game that I got recently. So Sarah and I have been friends for a long time.
A very long time.
Yeah. And we met because we were both fans of Highlander.
We met on
a movie and TV show.
On a Highlander fan page on LiveJournal approximately 97 years ago.
We are the Oaths.
Yes.
And we're both fans of Highlander. We got to talk and we got to chat, and then we've been friends ever since.
Yep.
And recently, River Horse, which is a British company that puts out licensed board games and stuff. They did the Labyrinth game. They did the Dark Crystal game. The flavor on those games is beautiful. The figures are gorgeous. The boards are beautiful. The cards, everything is very well made. The gameplay,
It's all right.
it's okay.
Yeah.
They definitely tried to tweak the gameplay for Dark Crystal.
Oh yeah.
Like Labyrinth, you've played Labyrinth with
I
me.
played with you. Yeah. It was fun, but it felt like a little young for me.
It's a little young, but also I felt like it's like you don't have a whole lot of control because it's got a timer, and that timer is very set in stone. You have 13 rounds.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you get. And there's a mechanic that makes it like, well, if you join up with someone, things are easier. But it takes forever to join up with someone, so you're wasting turns.
Yeah.
So it's got some limitations. It's got some issues. They tweaked it for Dark Crystal, where you can make the game harder by lowering the number of rounds, or easier by increasing them. And there is an upper and lower limit for that, but you do have some options there. It's asymmetric, so you play as the Skeksis, and the players who are playing the Skeksis, they're competitive. If one of them wins, the other loses. Like, only one of them can win. Whereas the two Gelfling players, if one of them wins, they both win. Okay. Even if the other one has died, you both win. So one can sacrifice themselves to push the other towards winning, and you win as a team. I like that idea. I liked the idea of making it easier for round numbers. I thought that was good. On the other hand, the way that the Skeksis work, they're constantly barraging you with bad guys. So the Gartham are coming out like every other turn. Crystal Bats are coming out every other turn. Like, I got swarmed very early on, and there was just no getting back from it. So I feel like there's a certain flaw in those two games where you're still digging through a deck. Yeah. To hit that point. Right. I believe this also has a digging through the deck sort of aspect, but it doesn't have a limited number of rounds. So it's not that if we haven't hit that card by a certain point, we're all doomed. So we have quickening tokens, which have lightning on them. We have little, like, death tokens. We'll figure this out. And we have characters. We have these little minifigures. You'll notice mine are all black.
I'm surprised you haven't painted them yet.
I only just got this like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't had a chance. My weekends have been taken up with like Christmas shopping. It's holidays. Yeah, I've been really busy, and I was busy at work up until this past week. And then this week has been like baking. So I haven't had time to paint them. I started painting the Kurgan. So this game was a Kickstarter. River Horse ran a Kickstarter for it. Our copy came in. I gifted a copy to Sarah.
I'm so excited.
And you have the Princes of the Universe expansion.
Thank you. I love it.
The expansion, and I actually think this is really cool. This is a really neat idea for a game. You've got your character boards, and the character boards give you a power, and they give you your stats. And much like other River Horse games, your stats are not necessarily a number that you're adding to. They're the die that you roll. But you do get to modify these dice rolls. Ooh. And the way that you do that is by leading a life.
A ruffian's life.
So let's say, for example, I am playing Connor MacLeod.
Of the Clan MacLeod.
Of the Clan MacLeod. And let's say he has led a ruffian's life.
Oh. Ah.
Well, now, next to his cunning stat is a 4, which means he rolls a d4 for cunning checks. But now, because he's led a ruffian's life, that's decreased his cunning. So you're going to subtract 1 from your cunning rolls.
That's cool.
But power, he had a 6, so he'd be rolling a d6 for power checks. Ruffians, pretty powerful. So you're going to add 1 to that. But immortals lead long lives. What about if next he plays a merchant?
He gets that plus 1 to cunning back again.
Hey, Thunder Speaks, how's it going? We're going to play the Highlander game. I have to figure out how to change the camera.
I think we click a button over there.
Yeah, there's a thing over there. I'll have to go do that. But yeah, so that's how you do it. Is you add to your life
As you
and as you add to your life, it adds to
your role. I like it.
Really like that
I like
idea.
it.
I think it's such a cool idea.
Yeah.
To add to your timeline, and your timeline, changes.
Did I tell
what
you
life you've led.
I got into an Uber pool? Well, I got into an Uber. I was alone. And then the pool picked up two guys.
Yeah.
And the guys get in the car, and one kid turns to the other guy and says, "Wait, so which one is the Highlander again?" And my head went like this immediately, and I'm like on my phone, and and it's dark, so they can't really see me, but my eyes are really wide, and I'm like, what's happening right now? Are we gonna have a Highlander conversation? And I was gonna jump in and like say something, but the other kid was like, "Oh, well, it depends on which Highlander you're watching."
So good. See, that's where you pop into the conversation and go, my favorite is Quentin.
That's no one's favorite.
and that's when they look at you and go, who's Quentin?
Yes.
And then you get to pull the power move and say, what? You didn't play the Atari game? And that's how they know they're dealing with a boss.
Or a super nerd.
Or a boss. So when you pull out that Atari Jaguar CD game card and play it.
You know how some people can name a Star Trek episode by watching the first 3 minutes of it?
That would be me.
Amanda and I can do that with Highlander. Yes.
We're very good at this.
Very good at it.
I did finish watching The Raven.
You finished it?
Oh yeah. That last episode is
something special.
Banana Fofana.
Something special.
It's so bad.
And Amanda's my favorite character.
Amanda is the best character.
She is so much fun.
I love her.
So much fun.
I actually feel like I 100% understand why The Raven only got one season.
There were a lot of factors with The Raven. There were a lot of issues. It was right during the Clinton trial, and her and Clinton had an affair.
Yep.
And she was very untrustworthy of everybody, and her and what's-his-name did not get along well at all. There were...
The chemistry is non-existent.
No, because she hated him. She was very untrustworthy of him. She thought he was like trying to get information from her about stuff, and she had a lot of stuff going on.
Which is really too bad, because I love the premise of the show.
Yeah.
But I do think that they we can get into some real analysis of the Raven, because this is what Sarah and I do.
Literally, this is how we became friends.
This is how our friendship started.
Yes.
But Sarah and I do like to both analyze literature and the like. So, Ooh, I just totally smacked my mic. Sorry about that. But there were a lot of issues with The Raven. But I felt bad that it only got one season. I totally understand why it only got one season. Because there were a lot of issues with...
Imagine...
The writers, definitely had different ideas of what her character was between, from episode to episode, which was really a shame.
I want to just, imagine for a minute, and this is mostly me, but imagine a Highlander reboot on the CW.
So Toshi and I have been talking about this, and we think it could work if they're all college age.
Yes.
It would 100%.
It would be so good on the CW.
It's 100% a CW show.
Yeah.
It could be,
awesome. Because they have the market on the supernatural stuff right now, and I'm super excited for the Roswell reboot, by the way. That starts in January.
They could make that happen so well. I'm trying to figure out setup. But yeah, so there can be only one again. Yeah, so here's the thing. They stopped saying that in the later movies, apparently. I never watched The Source.
No, I did. Oh, did I watch The Source? No, I don't think I did.
So it was a real weird one.
It was not,
I never touched it.
It was not our fan favorite.
I was not going to touch The Source.
No, there was a point where it was just not. Sorry, I have to Instagram this stuff, guys.
No, totally understand. I was not really shuffle all the encounter cards. I assume these are all encounter cards. Oh, they have a special back. They have different things on the backs. Yeah, there could be only some. Yeah, that about sums it up.
There could be only our favorites.
me only the ones we want to survive. So these are events.
I tried to find a Mythos gift for you for your birthday, but I couldn't find anything that was appropriate, for what I wanted, and I didn't have time to make anything. So maybe next year you might get something fun. Although I was annoyed because I knew that we were going to play this, and I was like, I wanted a themed gift, but it's okay. It's not like we won't have more opportunities to be giant nerds.
They should have a foil deck. Oh, right. That's what I want.
Wow, okay. I'm trying to figure this out, so I haven't really had a chance to crack this and look at it. Hey,
I'm going to turn you off a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wooden box. So this
Sarah sounds great, but you're very quiet.
that's amazing because normally I'm super loud. Thank you.
Still got that delay.
is going to be a fun day.
Your lips are out of sync. You look poorly dubbed.
That's real weird and annoying.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is the wood box, right? And then
All right.
decks themselves.
So
Yeah.
this is the beheaded fate card. I need the beheaded fate card. Behead. There we go. And 2 random fate cards per player together, and place them face down on the fate deck space on the board. This is now the fate deck.
What do you need me to shuffle? You need me to shuffle anything?
This one there are only a few, so we're
Okay.
just gonna.
I can be helpful.
So I'm gonna actually have you pick 2 cards. I'm not gonna deal them. I'm just having you pick them, and then pick 2 more. Those are for me. All right. Because it says shuffle the beheaded fate card and 2 random fate cards per player together and place them face down on the fate deck space. Fate.
Fate. So these 2 go together?
Yeah, and the beheaded card, and they all get shuffled together.
All right. I'll give these a little swirl.
So yeah, Sarah and I met because of this. So we're gonna do some hardcore Raven Highlander Raven analysis.
There's going to be some metagaming, guys.
So the thing about the Raven is that they had very different ideas. Different writers had different ideas about Amanda's character.
Yeah.
Which was a real shame. And I really liked the idea of her teaming up with someone who had been a cop but now wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But then every single episode they had exactly the same conversation. Amanda, what are you up to? You're up to something. I'm not up to anything. Legitimately, she was almost never actually up to anything at the beginning of the episode. What? What are you talking about? I know you're involved. I'm not involved. What would I be involved with? Mm-hmm. He leaves. I wonder what he was talking about. I better go look into it. Or I'm going to go about my business and eventually someone's going to involve me in it. Then, I knew you were involved. I wasn't involved.
I think they
What do you
went...
expect from me? I'm a cop.
Yeah.
Every single episode. And I was like, look, y'all got to get over this.
Yeah.
Move it along.
I think they were trying to mimic that Boy Scout that Duncan was, except Duncan was a Boy Scout with an edge, and
he was a Boy Scout.
he had some bite to him.
He wasn't falling back on I'm a cop.
Right.
He was falling back on this is wrong.
Yeah, and also in the end,
Which
he
meant
trusted
that
Amanda.
Right, but that also meant that there was always sort of a question of her going, okay, it's wrong. Why is it wrong? You need to tell me.
Yeah.
It can't just be wrong because you say so.
Yeah.
When Duncan says something you shouldn't do a thing, why not?
Yeah. What is the moral reason behind you telling me no?
If you're making a decision based on something, and then you're making a different decision for someone else, why? Where is that hypocrisy, or do you have a legit reason?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of that in the original series, even in the first season, which is a lot rougher than season 2 and 3.
Well, Duncan's hair in that first season.
They did their best with the extensions.
They really did. They really did.
So I remember a drinking game for Highlander.
Which one? I'm sure
So the ones I remember were take a drink whenever someone is both on the internet and on the phone at the same time, because in the 90s that was a very difficult thing to achieve. You had to have multiple phone lines. Take a drink anytime you spot a Vancouver license plate.
Oh my God, yes, I remember that. To the point where we just made up a new city, and then
Yeah,
they
it's
just
Seacouver.
it's just Seacouver, and like it became canon.
Yeah.
That just
That's what it's
became
referred to
canon.
now. And take a drink anytime hair extensions are obviously noticeable. But there was like a whole page of things like that. But I
I
was
should
like,
commission someone to make me Richie's green jacket.
Richie's green jacket. I actually went looking for it. I couldn't find it.
No, I mean that was way too
Guys,
old.
I'm going to
Can you
pause
switch-
for a second.
Oh.
I just want to see if I can fix this audio delay thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why
good,
it started
that'll
doing
help me.
this, and it didn't used to do it, but I'm going
Okay,
to see
so
if I can fix it.
We've done that. That's the Fate deck. Cool. I put the rest of the Fate cards in there.
Should I pop these out?
Yes, let's pop those out.
I can do that.
And we'll go to
So
overhead.
satisfying.
I love popping
Yeah,
things
let's
out.
go to the overhead.
There you go.
Then we're going to shuffle all the encounter cards, which are the... Yep.
So I'm gonna bring the stream down for just a second, and I'm going to go downstairs and see if that fixed the audio sync issues. But now you can play some Highlander.
Yay! Oh, I didn't add. Hooray! So as I was saying about
Highlander.
Highlander.
Always Highlander.
The Amanda and Nick dynamic was very much him just being, this is illegal. And
Yeah.
Amanda being like,
Okay.
It's a dice game.
and him being like, what do you know about it? And her being like, I'm literally over 1,000 years old. I know better than you about like this thing. Or her telling him, don't get involved, you're gonna get killed.
She's like 1,200 years old.
Yeah.
Like
And
she's
him-
been around a long time.
and
She's
him
older than
being
Duncan.
like, you can't tell me what to do. And her being like, okay, fine, whatever. I was sad that we lost Lucy mid-season because
Yeah.
Lucy was amazing and I loved her. She was a really great foil for Amanda in terms of like, I loved having these two ladies on screen talking about like committing theft.
Yep.
It was great. Passed the Bechdel test, no problem. Like every episode.
Yeah.
Except when Lucy would be like, that Nick guy, he's going to be trouble for you. And Amanda being like, yeah, but he's cute. And Lucy being like, you are in trouble. I am like a child compared to you, and I'm telling you right now, you're in trouble. But I did like Liam. I liked Father Liam. I thought he was really interesting. I thought he could have had a really interesting long-term character arc.
Yeah.
I was very fascinated by that. So I was both, I understood why it did what it did, but I was sad that it did what it did. On the other hand, by the time you reached the last episode and you had a hacker,
It was like right when the internet was like a
rapping
thing.
to himself about how good a hacker he is, and his rap includes the phrase "banana nana bovana," while he's behind like one of those glass block walls with all neon lighting.
We should.
You understand why the show got a single season.
Yeah. Yeah. We should do a Highlander, not like a full rewatch, but we should like pick up like a couple of episodes.
Highlander highlights.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
record ourselves watching it.
We should.
That'd be really fun.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I last winter, Adrian Paul was at Rhode Island Comic Con. So our friend Amy, who we also
I got her into the Fix Swap this
did
year.
you? That's awesome.
She got her present, and her present is like the longest story in the
Ooh. She must be really excited.
It's like 10 chapters.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of words. It's like
Wow.
10,000 words.
That's a lot of words.
I'm not even done. I'm not done reading them.
I don't think I've even written that many ever. Maybe ever. But
I have because I did. One
you've
for
done a lot of
last
yeah.
year,
You've done a
so-
lot of really long stories too. I mostly write short stories if I'm writing anything. But we met him. So Amy and I went and we got a photo together, and then we went to his like we got a professional photo, and then went to his signing desk, and he was so sweet. He hasn't aged at all. He must have a portrait someplace in a closet, and we like got to tell him that we met 97 years ago.
Yeah.
In the same Highlander community that
Forever
that
ago.
Amanda and I met in, and he was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "You're so young." We're like,
To make him feel old.
We were like, I mean, I used to, so like I got into Highlander watching it on reruns, and then I would watch, the very last season was out.
Yeah.
When I first started watching it on TV with my mom. And then I sent her the photo of me and Adrian Paul, and she was like, oh, I like him. And I'm like, I know you do, that's why I sent you the picture.
I got into Highlander, it would show on, it was in syndication on USA.
Yes, that's where I watched it.
And it would show late at night, and Sarah and I were actually talking about this earlier, that the two of us are nocturnal by nature. We do not like being up during the daytime if we don't have to be.
No.
When I am left to my own devices, my internal clock goes from, like, I'm not, like, up at 7 in the morning, asleep at 10 p.m., I'm up to, like, 4.
Yes.
And awake at, like, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That's more my schedule.
And I can flip that switch in, like, 2 days. It does not take a long time for me.
But it's... my natural rhythm is up late at night.
Well, it's much harder for me to go back to normal human hours, but I can switch to my natural rhythm in so fast.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I'm on vacation right now, and I was up late last
easy.
night, and I was like,
well, there you go, that's it.
But yeah, so I would be up really late at night, and Highlander was on, and I was like, this is 100% my jam.
Yep.
They're very, very nice looking people fighting with swords.
Yep.
I'm in.
Yep.
So I was 100% on board with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this game scales up per player. So if we have more players, we add more cards to the deck.
I like it. How many players does it support?
I believe up to 6.
Ooh, nice.
2 to 6 player board game.
I love it.
Yeah. So this does scale up really well. There's also a variant where if you're playing like a multiplayer game, but if you're playing like a 3-player game and your character dies, you pick a new character and bring them into the fight.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I like that idea. But yeah, so I was up late and Highlander was on. And I started watching it and was blindsided by that season 5 reveal, and you know this.
Yep. I know every reveal.
So yeah, we loved the show, and then when I was getting online post-college, I went looking for places to talk about Highlander with people, and they're
and we were
Sarah.
We were in this space where it was like right when fandom was moving to, well, right when the Highlander fandom was moving to LiveJournal.
It had been mostly like Yahoo groups and mailing lists.
Yeah, and they were just switching over to LiveJournal. So we kind of got in on the ground floor a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yahoo groups and mailing lists. If you're not familiar with fandom and you're not familiar with
old people,
old fandom,
because we're old.
Which I think is one of those things. The internet moves really fast, and so a lot of this sort of history doesn't get maintained, which is, on one hand, a shame, but on the other hand, good riddance to some of it. This is the Era deck.
Where's the link to the stream?
It is Battleground Games Live.
No, but it's not on Facebook for me to share it.
I don't know if Andy put it on Facebook.
I don't think he did.
Because it's not like an official thing.
I wanted to share the post.
But yeah, what ended up happening was Yahoo groups and mailing lists, someone would set one thing up and it would be set up for what they wanted to talk about. So if they wanted to talk about like all the history, you know, they would make a Yahoo group called Highlander History. And that was the only discussion that was allowed. And if you strayed from the topic, you were out. Or they would at least like give you a warning. But it was very much it's my way or the highway sort of deal. And they were just all over the place. Web rings were still a thing. This is very pre-modern search engines. So the only way to really find stuff, there were like, you know, like there were search engines. Like there was Ask Jeeves. Netscape had a search engine.
Oh man,
had that that lighthouse graphic.
Yes. Yes.
It was like a GIF, and it would rotate, but like it was so jerky that it was basically just like blinking.
Oh man, life before Google.
I know, right? Like, think about that. We all think of Google, and we're very spoiled by it. But before you could just hop online and search for something, how did you find things? Well, you found things because a site that you found because a friend told you about it or because you happened upon it pointed you to other places, and those were called web rings, and they would have actual like directional buttons, and you'd go to the next site in the ring and the next site and the next site in the ring. Each player chooses an immortal. Who do you want to play?
Who are my options? Let's see. Well, it's almost your birthday, so you should pick first.
I don't even know how,
Who knows?
who's good. So, but anyway, yeah, Highlander stuff, it was starting to move to a place where you could follow multiple communities all from one place and have your own space to talk about it.
Yep.
That was revolutionary. So Sarah and I found each other there, and we could talk about what we wanted to talk about, but we could also hop into other communities to talk about what they wanted to talk about.
And I started to run a Highlander, like the Drabble group. So back in our day, Drabbles were exactly 100 words.
They still are.
I don't, if it's anything longer than 100 words, it's a ficlet. If it's 200 exactly, you can call it a double Drabble.
So old.
Yeah, and
So old.
and Amanda was writing like Mythos Drabbles, and I was writing like Amanda Drabbles, and then our friend Amy was writing like Joe Drabbles.
Super Joe.
And I was like, who wants to play in an RPG? And
then she got together. She like IM'd me and was like, I'm holding this for you.
yeah, and you and Amy had never RP'd like that before, and
It's a whole new world.
yeah, and I was like, we can do it. It's just like writing. And the next thing we know,
It was a lot of fun.
it was a lot of fun.
We had PG and we had Toshi,
Yep.
who pops into chat.
Yeah.
And then eventually that group dissolved, which
All
happens.
RPs do
They
eventually.
always do.
Yeah.
You've run out of plot.
I've run a lot of RPs in my day, and they always fizzle out eventually, which is sad, but
It happens.
It
But then Sarah and I stayed in touch, and Toshi and I stayed in touch, and you and Amy stayed in touch.
Yeah. Amy's in Maine now. I see her like once a year-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see her online.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I said, I got her into the swap this year.
Like I physically see her once a year. She's got kids now.
Yeah, she's 2 kids.
She's 2 kids.
You and I say being like,
Meanwhile, Amy's like a full 10 years younger than both of us.
yeah, isn't that cute? Your mom.
Yeah, that's great.
So Sarah and I go way back, and Sarah and I and Highlander go way back. So, Toshi's not watching this right now because he's out and about, but he did tell me to send him a link if we recorded this. So I'm going to be sending him the VOD to this. So this game, in the development phase of this game, the developers realized that getting the rights to Sean Connery's likeness was going to cost way more than they were comfortable spending out of their Kickstarter budget.
Really?
Because he was Bond.
Oh.
So he's got Sean Connery.
Yeah.
So his likeness is pricey. They had a whole update about it in the Kickstarter.
I would have imagined that they would have just bought the Highlander franchise,
Sean
Highlander
Connery
thing.
has the rights to his face.
Interesting.
And if you want to,
that makes sense.
If you want to show his face in something, you have to pay.
If I was Sean Connery, I would do the same thing.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I get it. So they couldn't get the rights to Sean Connery's face. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Selena.
Just in the area, figure
Yeah.
I'd drop in.
That is a very awesome hat you have on, my friend.
About as close to wishing you a happy birthday, not birthday, as I can get. But
It's within 24 hours.
so there
yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
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 We're breaking out the Highlander game, and we're gonna give it a go. We've basically been recounting our history with Highlander for
Yeah.
a while.
Like nerds.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna play the game, and yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, enjoy. Listen, I mean, she isn't gonna let me settle down for too long anyway.
No.
So
But
figure quick drop in.
yeah, thank you.
You guys enjoy it?
Thank you. If it's good, I'll break it out on the Friday night stream at some point.
That
If it
also-
actually is, if it's a legitimately fun game to play, I'll pull it out for a Friday night stream.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Cool. Awesome.
All right, take care, guys. Enjoy.
Have a good one.
So yeah, they couldn't get the rights to Sean Connery's face. So
what do they do with Ramirez?
because this is rooted in the first movie, we have this dude.
Oh.
Smoking hot.
This is the most hipster thing I've ever
I
seen.
need you to hand me the expansion. So the expansion, one of the things that I really like about how they put this game together.
This is,
flavor-wise,
where's the camera?
It's like
It's this, right?
here, yeah.
Wait. Which way do I need to
I
go?
don't think.
This is not working.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can get close enough to it's too washed out. We'll show it on the Zoom cam at some point.
At some point today. This is the most hipster thing I've ever seen.
No, you have no idea. So you know how he's supposed to be Egyptian?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, my people are crying. This is amazing.
Sarah has family from Egypt.
My mother was born and raised in Cairo.
So look at that man. Look at that man in his chest.
I mean, the chest is okay.
It's perfectly fine. Look
Yeah.
at his little man bun.
This is the most hipster thing I've ever seen.
Isn't it amazing? I showed Toshi and he was like, I'm on board.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
so funny. But they got like the outfit right.
The outfit
and
is
stuff.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
They did put some effort into it, and I like
Yeah.
the idea that they made him young. Because when you think about
Maybe this is what he looked like.
And honestly, he looks more Egyptian than Sean Connery does.
Sean Connery does not look Egyptian at all in any way, shape, or form.
Sean Connery is whiter than me.
Like I'm half Egyptian and I'm pretty white, but normally if I tell people, they're like, "Oh, I can see the features." Yeah. There's
But
no.
honestly, I'm more willing to believe this guy.
Yeah, I'm more into this.
I'm like,
This is-
maybe.
Yeah.
I can give him a maybe.
Yeah.
I can't give Sean Connery.
This is a little more like, oh, my family's from, Egypt, maybe Lebanon, somewhere in that area. Yeah, I could take it.
My mother's mother,
Yeah.
sort
Yeah.
of thing. Like,
Yeah.
my mom's mom was from Sicily. I'm totally Sicilian. No one thinks I'm Sicilian.
Peacock. Oh my goodness.
So the way this game works is that you have the characters that come in. Yeah, she was in this one.
Yeah.
So the base game comes with this pile of characters. The expansion comes with either their early or their modern day version.
I like it.
So, for example, Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez. Yeah, he clearly looks more Spanish.
Oh
than
my God,
Egyptian.
so much more Spanish.
Except he doesn't even look Spanish.
No.
But he still looks more believable to be Spanish.
I would
than
take,
Egyptian.
because at least there's northern Spain
Right, yeah.
before the Turks invaded.
Sort of, So you've got in this one, in the base game, you have. Let me see. Let me get one of the You've got Connor McLeod, the Highlander. Connor McLeod in that picture, he's in his tartan.
He's
he's
traditional
got, a fur
Scottish,
cloak.
yeah.
It's from the movie after he's been kicked out of his clan and he's wandering.
It's one of the two iconic looks of Connor.
The expansion has the other iconic look, which is when he's in his Russell Nash persona in the modern day, wearing that skeevy trench coat.
His dad outfit.
Yeah,
He looks like a dad.
His pleated pants.
Yeah.
His pleated khakis. And his sneakers.
The equivalent of mom jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very unnassuming.
It is very. No one.
Look at him and be like, that guy's super dangerous.
Your eyes will go right over him, which is why that's why he survived this whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you've got the more ancient version of Ramirez, which is Ikhemusek, who is from ancient Egypt.
Yep.
So they've got the ancient versions of some characters and the
more modern versions.
of
I like it.
others.
I like
I
it.
really like that idea.
Yeah.
I like that concept. And the figures to match.
Yeah.
And they have different stats and different abilities.
Oh, good. I appreciate when they're not exactly the same. The BSG game does that too.
Yeah.
Where they have different versions, but
they've got totally different versions of their abilities. They've got different stats because through the course of their lives, things have changed. The problem with the movie is because of the idea of the movie being there can be only one, and it's the time of the gathering, and everyone's going to kill each other, and there's only going to be one left. It doesn't introduce a whole lot of immortals. You get like a grand total of 4.
Yep.
You get Connor McLeod, you get the Kurgan, you get Sunda Castigir, whom he meets on the bridge and they like share a bottle of something alcoholic. And you get Iman Fasil, who is the guy that Connor beheads in the parking garage during the wrestling match at the very beginning. So okay, we've got Connor.
Yep.
We've got Castigir. We've got Fasil. And we've got Vitor Kurgan, because we've got his ancient version with his skull helmet. So we've got modern, ancient.
Yes.
And they were like, and 5, we have
Ramirez.
Who dies in olden times, but has an even older version. So 1, that's not that many characters. 2, that's a total sausage fest.
Oh, they made up women, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They gave them backstory.
Oh.
They gave them whole histories.
I mean, that's good. I'm into
I'm
that.
actually super
Yeah.
excited about that. So we have Namanaga Minamoto, or Ghost.
They even made them not white.
Oh yeah. Oh, neither of them.
Oh.
One of them is Mesoamerican and one is Japanese.
I'm into it.
So Minamoto's story is that like she wanted to train as a fighter but was told she couldn't because she's a woman.
Yep.
Eventually she dies and a what's it called? Ronin takes her in and trains her. And they become masked superheroes, sort of like going and fighting and righting wrongs.
That's
and
cute.
fighting
That's
crime
really
and stuff.
cute.
And they're masked,
Yeah.
so no one knows who they are. They just like swoop in and fix things.
Yeah.
After her teacher dies, she decides to go live a life of solitude and like retreats from
Right.
modern life until the gathering happens and she has to come out from solitude. So her modern version is Amy Gray and she's in this one.
That's cute.
Which I really like. I think
like
that's
that.
really cool.
I like that.
Our next one is Talia. So Talia is, her ancient version is in the expansion as Ixtalali. She is Mesoamerican. She was an Aztec. She was the daughter of like one of the tribe elders.
Okay.
And her people were having a real rough time, what with Cortez coming in and killing everyone off. So her people were like, look, things are bad. We need a sacrifice to the gods. And it needs to be like a big sacrifice.
Yeah.
And she volunteers. She's like, for the good of my people,
Yep.
I will sacrifice myself. I will let you sacrifice me. I'll do the whole 9 yards if it will save our people.
Right.
Well, of course, that doesn't work because she's immortal. She just didn't know it. So they kill her and she sits back up, like, while she's literally on fire.
Oh, good.
And, yeah, that's considered maybe a bad sign that, like, the sacrifice was rejected by the gods. So she and her father are driven out of their home. She ends up, like, fighting during various wars. She's like a freedom fighter.
Oh, like
but
Duncan.
eventually, over time, becomes less of a freedom fighter and more of just a gun runner. And then a runner of other things. And by the time you get modern day, she's just ferrying drugs. And,
Okay.
Yeah, drugs and guns.
All right.
But I like that there's a real path.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a real big like disillusionment
Right.
with the world around her and like mortals and the,
Yeah.
and the things that they do. There's never going to be an end to the fighting.
No.
So you might as well just say screw it. So yeah, they made these 2 new characters for the game. They made these 2 women. They're both really interesting characters as written. The instruction booklet has like whole full-page descriptions of their backstories, and not just for the new characters, but for the Kurgan, and for Connor, and for Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez, and Iman Facil. How does this white dude end up with a name like Iman Facil? He steals it.
He steals it.
He's a jerk. He was a crusader.
Who stole a name.
Yep.
I like
Totally. Yeah. There's a whole history for him. Where like he's like, gee, maybe these Muslims are actually pretty cool people. Too bad they're all dead. And I'm gonna take the name of this one guy that showed me that that they're not all horrible, and honor him by taking his name. Yeah, it's not cultural appropriation at all. But then you also get information about Castigar. So yeah,
I like it.
they did a lot of work with the background of this game, and I definitely appreciate that. So I think I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna go with Talia.
Yeah?
Yeah, she seems interesting. Or maybe I'll go with Castigar. I like Castigar. I feel like we didn't get to see enough of him.
All right.
Okay,
I think I have to be Conrad then.
you do.
We
You
need
do.
to have,
Yeah.
like, we need the traditional,
Here's Castigar.
yeah.
And here's,
go away, I'm assuming.
Here's Connor. Yes. So there is a version of the game where you just keep bringing new characters in until there's like one person left.
I'm so excited to see you paint these guys.
I'm really excited to do it. Annoyingly, I was like, I'm going to start with the Kurgan. You know what the Kurgan wears? A lot of black. A lot of black. A lot of silver detailing. You know what's hard to find? A full body picture of the Kurgan.
Oh
in
my
costume.
God.
Like from feet to head. I can find a lot of like here up, but I can't find a lot of head to toe. The best head to toe I can find is a 12-inch action figure. That is basically a Ken doll. I'll find that later and show it to you because it's hilarious. Alright, so we have set up in the encounter deck. In the encounter deck, there are conflict cards representing. So that's this deck. Representing the many immortals across the world that do not have the power or resolve to claim the prize.
Okay.
So, like, the pool that we've got are the pool that we are they're like the tippy top. They're the ones who are going to be at the end. The other immortals in the encounter deck, they're fodder. When activating a conflict, you must roll the stat associated with it to get the most out of your victory. If you roll higher than the value of the conflict card, you resolve a success. Otherwise, you resolve the fail. Success and failure in this case represents whether you were able to take advantage of the opportunity. The immortal is always defeated, and you gain a quickening token after the activation of the conflict card. So you're always going to be gaining a quickening token for it. You just might get a bonus if you did well at the time. Fate cards. These are our fate cards here. When a fate card is activated, perform the text on the fate card if able. One of the fate cards is the key to winning the game, the behead card. This is the only way to defeat other immortals, and the only way to activate fate cards is by winning duels, so remember that you can't avoid duels forever. It's better to burn out than to fade away. Arena cards. When an arena card is activated... I didn't get to arena cards. Where's arena?
I think you're holding them.
No, this is like...
Look on the other side.
No, those are like allies and stuff. This was the deck.
Look at the bottom though. That says arena on the top.
Yeah.
Are they in there?
No. It didn't tell me what to put there. It doesn't say what to put on the arena deck. Each player chooses an immortal, places a character sheet and model in front of them, then takes 2 quickening tokens and places them next to their sheet. I assume these
There's
are...
a little quickening section here.
Yeah. Shuffle the weapon cards and place them face down on the weapon space
Here.
of the board. Oh, you know what? I don't think there's an arena deck.
Are they just in here?
Yes, and
Okay.
then you move to the arena to fight.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. I think that's actually on his card, Andy. Weapons give you bonuses during fights and stuff, which is cool. All right. I'm just going to go through the cards again.
Yep.
Event cards. When an event is activated, perform the text if able. When an arena card is activated, immediately discard any other arena in play. So they stick. Okay. The arena card is placed in the arena space. Its effect remains in play for all immortals in the arena until another arena card is activated. Cool. Ally cards, which are in this deck. When an ally is activated, you may choose to discard any ally cards you have equipped. There's ally right above your... there. Weapon is up there. You may then place it vertically in the ally slot on your character sheet or discard the card. You can only have one ally at a time. Weapon cards. Certain effects in the game will allow you to gain a weapon. When this happens, you draw and activate the top card on the weapon deck. When a weapon card is activated, you may choose to discard any weapon card you have equipped. You then place it vertically in the weapon slot. You may only have one equipped at a time.
Okay.
Life cards. Those are those timeline ones that I was showing you earlier. When a life card is activated, you may choose to discard any life cards you have equipped and then place it horizontally as a stat upgrade, or discard the card. You may only have 2 horizontal life cards equipped at the time.
Okay.
So there are like 2 that you've maintained like skills or
that makes
memory of
sense
at the time. Life cards are very important for immortals as they can upgrade an immortal's stats, and you put them that way. Reveal and look. Some cards ask you to reveal cards. Revealed cards are shown to all players, and unless instructed otherwise, are placed back on the deck they came from in the same order they were revealed in. Looking at cards is the same, except the player doesn't show them to anyone else. Discarding. Placed into the box. They will not be used for the rest of the game. We'll just make like a discard pile here. Cancel. If a card allows you to cancel the effect of another card, the effect is ignored, but the card is still discarded. And then we have dice stuff. We'll go over that, I think,
when it comes up.
Rolling
Yeah.
dice. You can do team play if you have 4 to 6 players, and each of you sort of takes an immortal to play. To play your game with only 2 players, the following changes are made. Each player chooses 2 immortals.
Oh my goodness.
Choose another immortal. You get to choose first this time.
I'm taking Ramirez.
Do it. I think I'll take.
You take the ladies?
For that, I'll go with Talia. Well, I have Castigear.
Oh, Castigear, that's right.
I went with Castigear because I was going to take her, and then I decided to go with Castigear instead.
All right.
Nice. I'm into it. All right, so I have that, and you have that. Isn't it good?
It really is.
The figures are really good.
The figures are really good. Like, I knew right away, obviously, that this was Ramirez.
All right. And follow team play rules as described above, treating each player as a team. So before choosing immortals, the players must split into 2, blah, blah, blah. There's only a duel if there are 2 or more immortals from opposing teams in the arena.
Okay.
Play until only one team remains. That team wins as a group. So, yeah. Teams may share hidden information, but must do so openly. All right. So the turn. I think this is, yep, there's setup, and now, all right, start of the turn. Each immortal rolls their cunning, so we each get a set of dice.
Thank you.
Each player rolls their cunning and takes the appropriate initiative token. Ah, these are the initiative tokens.
That makes sense.
If 2 or more immortals roll the same value, then no immortal takes that value token, and instead they are moved to the dueling area.
Oh.
All right. So
We're rolling for both of them?
Yeah.
All right.
So, what'd you get?
I got a 2 and a 2.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also got a 2. Shall we re-roll that? 'Cause
Yeah.
That seems,
It's too early.
Yeah, it's too early.
Don't know what we're doing yet. Oh, better. I got a 4 and an 8.
I got a 7 and a 1.
Oh.
All right. So that's 1, 4, 8, 7. So my 1 goes with Talia, and my 7 goes with Castigear. In descending initiative order, so higher first, right? Descending. Yeah.
Yeah.
Each immortal with an initiative token completes an action by flipping their initiative token and placing their immortal on a location on the game board. So you flip it over to yellow, and then pick
What I
a
want.
location. So you have a couple of actions. You can hunt by exploring in the encounter deck. So it
Okay.
actually says hunt and lay low.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Pie, how's it going? Thank you for the bits, and thank you for the happy birthday. How you doing? Hope you got home safe okay last night. Pie joined us last night
Yeah.
for stream times. It was a good time. He was playing the Protogen faction, very sneaky. So yeah, your actions are hunting and laying low.
Oh, I can't do a weapon?
No, because weapons happen at the behest of.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna
Safe and sound. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
lay low.
Okay. So yeah, hunting you would explore the encounter deck. To explore the encounter deck, the immortal rolls their influence. So you roll.
No, I'm
your,
laying
like,
low.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just going through it.
Okay, sorry.
I think you actually you leave this here.
And I
you
put him
your
here?
Dude there, yeah.
It's even better.
Yeah, it is. And they look at that many cards from the deck. I like that, and they get
pretty
to
good.
choose one and activate it. After choosing, you shuffle the remaining cards and place them back on top of the deck. Laying low, you're going to explore the era deck.
Okay.
To explore the era deck, the immortal rolls their influence.
So my influence is a D4?
Yep.
1.
So you're going to take one card. They must pick one of these cards and activate it. So you're getting that one, I guess.
Oh.
After choosing, shuffle the remaining cards, place them back. If you looked at any modern cards with a red back, discard all ancient cards instead of returning them. So basically, when I put this together, the blue cards went on top of the red cards. Mm-hmm. So when we hit that deck, we've moved out of the ancient times
Into
and
modern times.
modern times. We're moving through time. I like that idea.
I do
hope
too.
This works.
I have lived a life of crime.
You lived a life of crime. That's
Yeah.
very shocking.
Yes. So my cunning has gone up.
Okay.
My influence has gone down.
Yeah, I would expect it to.
My power, unfortunately, has stayed the same.
It's exactly the same. Dueling we'll get to when dueling happens, I
Oh,
think.
by the way, I start with 2 additional quickening tokens. My bad.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I have... Oh, let's do our abilities.
Yeah.
So your ability is that you're experienced.
So Ramirez is experienced, so he starts with 2 additional quickening tokens, so I get 4.
Very nice.
And Connor's is that he's vengeful, so when I discard an ally, I gain 2 quickening tokens if I have no other quickening tokens.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I basically can always have 2.
All right, so I have Talia. Talia is ruthless.
Oh.
After you draw a fate card, gain a quickening token. Okay. And I have Castigear, who has the ability Rake. When laying low, you may choose to discard one of the cards you look at. So I could be like, no, I don't
like
want
those
anyone
things.
to get that.
Thank you.
End of turn, return initiative tokens to the pile and start a new turn. So we're going to go through all of our characters, and then once we've gone through all the characters,
Reroll
a
knit.
and keep going.
All right.
Eventually, if there is one immortal in the dueling area, reveal the top card of the fate deck and discard it. If it was the behead card, instead shuffle it back into the fate deck. If there are 2 or more immortals in the dueling area, all immortals in the dueling area roll power. The immortal that rolls highest draws a fate card and activates it. After a duel, all immortals are removed from the arena and placed back in front of their respective players.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll get to beheadings and stuff right now. Right now we're living our lives.
Yes.
So
A life of crime as it is.
Apparently. I'm going to move Castigear. Well, he lays low. He does get extra stuff when he lays low, so I'm going to move him to the laying low. And I'm rolling his influence?
Yes.
I think?
Yeah, influence for laying low.
He doesn't have a whole lot of influence. He's got a lot of cunning, but not much influence. 1. Well, I could discard it instead of activating it, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to do it.
Oh, I'm gonna take this.
Ooh.
He's gonna live a life of greatness.
I'm a little jealous.
Freedom is worth a little discomfort, is what it says. My influence goes up, but my cunning goes down. Which is fine, because my influence was low, but my cunning was very high. So that sounds good to me.
I like it. All right.
Cool. All right, so now it is...
Connor's going to go.
Connor? Yeah.
You know what? Let's try exploring the hunt.
You gonna hunt?
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do that.
So
which one
to
do I roll?
hunt, You're going to it's influence. Again.
Influence again?
Yep.
So Connor's influence is a D8. And I like that the colors match the die.
Yep.
I have 3. So I'm going to draw 3 and pick 1, right?
Yes. You pick the card, you pick one of those cards and activate it, and then after choosing, you shuffle the remaining cards and put them back on top.
Okay.
So we're gonna encounter them, just maybe not yet. Honestly, I can see this as a game that we could just like break out and play while chatting, and
Yeah.
On board with this.
All right. I'm going to do a conflict.
Okay.
So this conflict is with Juliet.
Okay.
So it's an influence of 4.
Success, you gain a weapon.
I gain a weapon, and if I fail, I discard a life, but Connor has no life, so that's okay. And then I also will gain a quickening and discard the card, I think, right? Or if I...
Discard a life. Oh,
A life,
is that a life
yeah.
of?
A life, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really interesting.
So how do conflicts work?
Okay, so... bum, 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 bum. So, conflicts. Conflict cards. In the encounter deck, there are conflict cards representing the immortals, blah, blah, blah. You must roll the stat associated with it to get the most out of your victory.
All right.
If you roll higher than the value on the conflict card, you resolve the success. If you roll lower, you have the fail.
Easy, easy. All right. Oh, I rolled higher.
You did it.
I rolled a 7. The influence was a 4, so I gain a success, and I get to take a weapon.
Yep.
And I just take this?
Yeah, you just draw a weapon off the top of the card, off the top of the deck. Certain effects of the game will allow you to gain a weapon. When this happens, you draw and activate the top card of the weapon deck. What'd you get? What'd you get? Did you get Curvin's sword?
No, I got Connor's sword.
Of course you did. Of course you did. You got the McLeod sword. The immortal is always defeated, so you always gain a quickening token after the activation of the conflict card.
Perfect.
So basically, I think the idea here is, because you rolled higher than her, let's just put it at the top.
Yeah.
Of there.
That side.
Let's do it like
That way?
Yeah, so we know they're discards.
Good plan.
I think the idea is, you went and fought her, and because you were able to take advantage of the situation, you were able to retrieve the weapon that she had when you won. Whereas if you hadn't been quite as cunning, she would have been able to hide it.
Right.
You would have been able to realize where it dropped after the quickening. You would have been a little befuddled.
I like it.
I like that idea. And being the nerds that we are, when you take a head and you take a quickening, that can mess with your head sometimes. And she's a visionary, so I think the idea is that she's like a seer, and she can make you forget some of your past if you take her quickening and you aren't quite clever enough. I like that.
I do too. Some good flavor in this.
I'm feeling good about this.
I am
so
too.
far. This is fun.
I am quite enjoying this.
Very different from the other River Horse games.
I think I like this a lot better too.
So do I.
Yeah.
This feels like kind of fast.
A little more quippy. Yeah.
It doesn't. I'm not sitting here being like, oh my god, are we going to manage? Like, one of us is going to win.
Yeah.
The game isn't going to win against us. One of us is going to be the last one standing.
Yes.
So I think Talia is going to. upgrade your influence die.
Oh, I probably should have done that before.
Yeah,
Oh well.
if you're alone in this space, upgrade your influence die.
Whoops. Next time.
I mean, well, the thing is, the influence, you roll you know what? It gives you a bonus if you're the first one who goes to draw from that deck.
Yeah. So
you could have gotten 2 cards to
right. No big deal. I'm not. Yeah.
I think she's gonna go hunt because I want to see how this works. So she's gonna roll her cunning, which is she's not.
Is it? I thought it was influence. Yeah, I thought it was always influence.
She does have some influence. She's not very cunning by that point in her life. She's more cunning in her ancient version, interestingly.
I believe that actually.
Yeah. Uno.
1.
So let's see what she's doing. Conflict. Jason, the Bard. Cunning of 3. Well, there's a chance here. 3.
Oh.
Let's say tie or above.
Yeah, that sounds. Tie goes to the player.
That works for me.
Yeah.
If we're both working with the same rule.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with it. So success, reveal the top 3 cards of the era deck. You may activate 1 revealed life.
No.
The fail was discard the top card of the era deck. But either way, I gain a quickening token.
Yes, because you defeated.
And that was Talia who did that. So. And it's the era deck, so I reveal the top 3 cards, which means you get to see them too.
Yes.
So we have 2 lives revealed that way, and an ally. Secret Society. Gee, I wonder who they are. So my 2 possible lives are a soldier's life and a life of business. This is for Talia. I feel like she needs more cunning, so I'm going to go with the life of business, because that gives me pluses in both influence and cunning. And a soldier's life would give me influence and power. I'm not too worried about that right now.
Yeah, we don't need that at the moment.
The ally is interesting. Allies you get to add up on top of your card, which means I'm going to need to move my guys side to side.
I just made room.
After rolling the same result as another immortal on the initiative roll to re-roll your cunning die as a d12.
Oh, that's nice.
That's real nice.
That's nice.
So activate 1 revealed life. Reveal means you then put them back on the deck in the order they were revealed.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that the soldier's life came first. The ally was in the middle.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
So we'll put them back like that. So
far so good.
We've now done
1
all
round.
4 of our immortals. That was the end of the round. And I believe we now
re-roll for initiative, right?
Discard our initiative tokens back into the pile, and we roll for initiative again.
And it's cunning for initiative.
It's cunning for initiative, yes. Now I need to check something. I'm pretty sure you still roll the same die. You just add 1, 2, or remove.
That
1.
makes sense. But I think upgrading a die, does that mean you roll the next die up? That would make sense, right?
Let me check this, because I think that makes sense. Life points. They can upgrade an immortal's stats. It doesn't really explain what upgrade means. Oh wait, let's look at dice. Many card effects upgrade or downgrade die rolls, most commonly life cards. When a die is upgraded, you may roll a die with more sides. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you just go up 1.
So instead of rolling a d4, I'm rolling a d6 for her cunning now.
Yeah.
Dice may not be upgraded higher than a d12. Similarly, a die may not be downgraded below a d4. If a die is upgraded and downgraded through more than 1 effect, those effects cancel out. Makes sense. For example, if the d8 was upgraded 2 die steps and downgraded 1, you would roll a d10. Life cards that upgrade or downgrade your die step in a certain stat have a plus sign or minus sign that lines up with that stat when placed horizontally below your character sheet.
So I'm going to be rolling a d10 for Ramirez's cunning, but still only a d4.
Right, for Connor's.
Yeah.
He's not very cunning.
No.
He's pretty blatant about what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Oh, quickening tokens. Quickening tokens. All immortals in the roll simultaneously roll dice. No effect takes place until all rolls have happened, if everyone's rolling at once.
Okay.
After rolling, quickening tokens can be spent, and any effects that state after rolling occur at this time. In descending order of rolls, in the case of a tie, the immortal with the most quickening tokens decides first. In the case of a further tie, decide randomly. Each player in the roll may choose to spend quickening tokens, activate text that states after rolling, or pass. Immortals may activate multiple abilities. If an immortal decides to use a quickening token or activate text, then all immortals in the roll get another chance to respond to that.
All right, so we don't have anything that lets us spend quickening tokens yet.
Well, after an immortal rolls a die, he or she may choose to spend a quickening token to re-roll it.
Oh, okay, okay.
A die may be re-rolled any number of times by spending a quickening token for each re-roll. The tokens are spent before the effect of the roll has been determined.
Okay.
So
if you're doing an encounter or a conflict and it's a real high number, before that I can choose to like be like, no, I'm re-rolling that.
Yeah.
And I can do that 4 times if it's Ramirez.
So, for example, Facile rolls a 3 on influence with a d8 when laying low, but must choose whether to spend a quickening token before looking at cards.
Okay.
He decides to spend 2 quickening tokens to reroll as a d10, this time getting a 6. He then looks at 6 cards and continues his actions as normal. Why would he spend 2 quickening tokens?
When he attacks, he does 2 automatic and then
See, that's weird, because it says he rolled a d8. He can spend 2 quickening tokens to re-roll as a d10. That suggests that you can use a quickening token both to re-roll and
to upgrade the die. Yeah,
but it doesn't say upgrade here, but that does suggest that.
That suggests it.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's.
So you can spend a quickening token to either re-roll or to upgrade your die. And if you want to do
both, you're gonna
both,
have to do
you need to do 2.
Yeah, one of each.
Yeah. Wait, so
like if you have 4,
so before
you can theoretically do it twice.
Right. So can I say I'm going to spend this quickening token to upgrade my die before I roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Right? Is that how we want to play it?
Yeah. Well, it says after you can choose to spend quickening tokens to do it. So you wouldn't be upgrading first. You could say, I don't like how that turned out.
I'm going to spend 2,
tokens,
get a better die, and I'll do it again.
And reroll.
All right.
Or I'm just going to...
I have a D8. I feel pretty good about it. Let's try again.
I'm rolling a D10 already.
Right.
I don't need to spend 1 to make it a 12. I just want a better roll. I'm going to save my quickening token because I may want another reroll.
I'm down.
Cool.
All right. Should we roll for initiative?
Yeah, let's do it. The innate quickening is for players that want a quicker game. Immortals start with 4 quickening tokens as standard, and instead of setting the game up with 4 modern era cards and 6 ancient era cards per immortal, you set it up with 2 modern and 3 ancient, so you move through the deck faster. All right.
Ready?
Let's do it. So I'm rolling a 6 for her and a 6 for him, so that's fine. So I'm rolling for her first. She got a 2. I'm just going to put this on a 2 so that I know that she rolled a 2.
Yep.
And he rolled a 6.
All right.
So we both got a 6.
But we do it by quickening, right? Okay.
Yep. So...
In case of a tie?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a 2 on this one.
I got a 1 here.
Okay. But it also says, like, when rolling initiative, that doesn't follow the same rules, I think.
Oh.
They roll their cunning and take the appropriate initiative token. If 2 or more immortals roll the same value, no immortal takes that value token.
Oh, that's
and
right.
Instead, they are moved to the dueling.
So we're going to duel.
Yeah, we're going to duel.
Let's do it.
To the dueling area. I assume that's the arena because it's the dueling area.
Yeah.
So that means we don't get an action. We don't get to pick from here. We're going to do duel.
We're going to duel when it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess is probably first, right?
A 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
So, we should just...
Yeah, just at this point.
I'll take the 2.
I got a 1.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
So let's do...
It is your turn.
I think dueling happens...
After
the actions. So
there's a chance that we could be dueling here, too.
Yeah. So I'm going to do an action for Talia. Talia is going to... She gets bonuses for fighting. I wish she had gone to the arena. Because she gets a quickening token after you draw a fate card.
No.
Like, she's a fighter. That's
Yeah.
what she does. She's going to go... she's going to lay low. So I get to upgrade my die for laying low. I'm rolling influence, so I'm going to roll a d8 for that. And I get to draw 5 cards.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
I get to look at 5 cards. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've drawn, I'm not going to tell Sarah exactly what I've drawn, though she does know 2 of the cards because we've already seen 2 of them.
Yep.
So I drew a life card, I drew 2 ally cards, another life card, and an arena card. I will mention what the arena does just so that we have an idea of...
You don't have to. We can wait
I'm
until
going
it's
to do it
time.
because I may choose it.
Oh, okay.
So if you have an ally, you get a bonus with this arena, which doesn't really help either of us because neither of us have an ally on the character who's in the arena.
Yeah, not yet.
So I'm not going to use it this time, but like that's the sort of thing that happens with the arena. It sticks until another arena happens. Wow, allies are really powerful.
I believe it.
Allies are really powerful. So the Secret Society is in here. So you can use that to like just upgrade your die to your cunning die to a d12, which is real nice. Which means if we had rolled that tie, I could have been like, well, guess what? But I'm going to go with Croesus, because discard this card before rolling influence to automatically roll your maximum.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I want that card, because then I could discard it and then gain 2 quickening tokens.
It's real good.
It's a good card for Connor. And you upgraded your die, right?
I did, yes. I rolled a d8 instead of a d6.
Good. All right. I'm going to take...
Oh, actually, I should have rolled a d10 because I forgot she had extra influence. I still got to draw
You got 5 cards,
I'm happy
yeah.
with that.
Yeah, I think 10 cards at some point is like a little overwhelming.
Kind of,
Yeah.
kind of a bit much.
Yeah. I'm going to... I think I'm going to go on the hunt again because why not, right?
Are you hungry like the wolf?
Yeah. I'm the prince of the universe. All right, we roll our influence, right?
Yep.
I'm the first person there, so I'm going to roll a d10 instead of a d8. That's a 10. I still only rolled the 2.
Okay. Better than 1.
Better than 1.
I'm liking this game. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see how the dueling works, but I'm really enjoying this, both flavor-wise and the mechanic of it.
Yeah.
It's not like...
No, it's
Games I've played.
yeah, it's easy but like still fun at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to do another conflict with Faust, the beggar. It's an influence of 3 to succeed. So I'm going to roll a d8, which is this die. I know what my dice are.
I do like the color coding.
I do too. I rolled an 8. We agreed earlier.
Yeah, you definitely win that.
All right. So my success is to reveal the top 3 cards of the era deck.
It's this one here.
And I may activate 1 revealed ally.
Nice. Well, guess what? You're getting that Secret Society.
All right. Yeah.
Because that's definitely in there.
Life, Secret Society, and an arena card. So I only have the choice of taking 1 ally. We'll take the Secret Society. So this lets me discard this. You read this out loud before? Yeah. So it's good.
It's nice.
Yes, it's very nice.
It's a very nice card, yeah.
I think I want to put it higher.
I put it higher. I sort of added it so that the little add this card to your character text was right at the bottom.
Yeah, the weapons are weird because it's up on top. But I also want Connor's sword to like show, so maybe we'll just do it big like that.
There you go.
Annoyingly large. All right.
So those 2 cards, I think you shuffle because it was reveal, and when you reveal, you shuffle them and put them back.
Do you?
I'm pretty sure.
No, I think we decided the other way.
No, shuffle the remaining cards
And put it back?
and put them back.
All right.
Yeah. There was one that had a card that said these cards must be put back in the same order.
okay, okay.
It specified that they had to be put back in the same order. So
Okay.
cool.
All right. And I took a quickening because I defeated a guy as well. All right.
It's time to duel.
Let's do battle!
If there is one immortal in the dueling area, reveal the top card of the fate deck and discard it. If there are 2 or more immortals in the dueling area, all immortals in the dueling area roll power. So I'm rolling a d6.
Me too.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
What
the
happens?
immortal that rolls highest draws a fate card and activates.
What happens to the other immortal?
I don't think anything happens. I think you just don't get the
All right,
effect
but
of
I'm not
the
going to
fate
spend a
card.
quickening.
It's a beheading!
Hey, bye-bye.
Great. The immortal or immortals... Oh no, I'm sorry. You're beheaded. Sorry!
Meanwhile, I'm like, do I want to spend a fate card, a quickening, and re-roll? No. Okay. So you killed me? Is that what happened?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, the immortal or immortals that rolled lowest in the duel are beheaded.
So what happens? You're beheaded. What does it say? All right.
When you are beheaded, you discard all of your ally cards.
I don't have any.
Right? Life cards and quickening tokens.
All right. Okay. That's all right. That's all right.
The immortal that beheaded you gains a quickening token and 1 additional quickening token for each token or card you discarded.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really
I
powerful.
gain yours.
You gain 5. You gain 6.
Going over to cast
You gain
here,
6
and I get 6
quickenings.
'cause you had a life.
I had a life, which I'm discarding right now. You get 1 for me, and I have 4 quickenings. Wow.
The immortal you beheaded may gain, that beheaded you may gain your weapon if you have one. So Ramirez didn't have one.
Right.
Flip your character sheet and remove your immortal figure from the board. Wow.
Wow.
Roll a d12.
Me? Roll
Yeah,
d12.
when you are beheaded.
Okay.
And discard that many cards from the top of the era deck.
Oh.
Because we moved the gathering closer.
Oh. 11 cards.
Oh! From the era deck.
1,
We're
2,
only playing a 2-player
3,
game. There aren't that
4,
many cards
5,
in that
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 4 cards left in the era deck, guys.
We are in the modern age. Man, you no longer take actions or roll for initiative. Your chance for the prize is lost. Now,
Wow.
there is an alternative rule for the game where you play constant new challengers until you're out of characters.
Oh, you just like keep drawing. Oh, that's fun.
Do we want to try it?
No, let's get
If a
one
player-
game under our belt
If a
first.
player is beheaded before the gathering, they may choose an immortal from the remaining immortals and place his or her character sheet and model in front of them. The immortal does not start with 2 quickening tokens as standard. You do take actions and roll for initiative. You still have a chance at the prize. So you start behind.
Yeah,
But you can still
you
keep going.
jump forward. No, I think we'll because I do too. But because the era deck is so small, we might as well just
Yeah, we
play
might
one
as well
game.
just finish this
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so the beheading card. Yeah, for a game with less elimination, try the new challenges optional rule on page 10.
Yeah.
It says there.
I have a real quick segue, unrelated. I'm very sorry, you guys. My friend Jen, niece, is doing Girl Scout cookies in New York, which means that they're the real Samoas and the real Thin
Real
Mints.
ones.
Would you like any?
A box of Thin Mints, and a box of Samoas, and a box of tagalongs. Because they're actual tagalongs.
Actual tagalongs.
So much better.
You want one of each?
Yes, please. If an immortal should draw, reveal, or look at one or more cards from the era deck, but the era deck is empty. So we're trying to deplete this deck. That action or card is completely resolved, then the gathering immediately occurs.
Yeah.
When the gathering occurs, you discard all encounter, era, and weapon decks from the board. So you clear this board, and you flip it over.
Okay.
It has a backside. Remove all immortals from the board, flip the board to the gathering side. If there was an arena card in play, place it onto the appropriate space of the gathering board. It will remain in play for the rest of the game, because I think we're coming up on this very fast. Place the remaining fate cards on the fate deck space. Place all undefeated immortals in the arena. Resolve the duel phase again and again until only one immortal stands. And that's when you spend your quickening tokens to like have more rolls and stuff. Wow, okay. Shuffle this card back into the fate deck. Would you like to shuffle this, Sarah? I don't feel comfortable shuffling that. I shuffled that deck.
It happens.
It's supposed to be 2 cards per player. I almost feel like there should have been more because we had multiple characters, but...
Yeah, it didn't say 2 in the 2-player version, though, right? In the 2-player adjustment?
But it also, when I was doing the setup, it's per immortal.
Yeah.
Not per player.
Okay.
And I didn't
So we should
realize,
have...
Because it doesn't say in setup, the 2-player variant
right.
is in
it's like the last page or something.
After.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's all the way at the end.
After dice and optional rules.
Yeah.
So I hadn't realized, so we should have had bigger decks
yeah.
to play with.
No big deal.
That's okay, we were learning as we go, and we're going to play this again.
Yes, we are.
This game is great.
I really am enjoying this quite a bit.
I'm really enjoying this.
Yes.
Like, this is legitimately super fun.
You need to paint your minis really fast. You can paint my minis for me.
I'm 100% painting the minis, obviously.
All right. Okay, so...
This is great. I love this.
Me too.
You get to now do Connor's.
Connor went already.
Yep,
we're all done. We need...
Talia went.
Yeah. Okay, so we take...
Apparently
Let's take back our guys.
Chopped Ramirez's head off.
And let's re-roll for initiative. I'm just going to roll...
My goodness gracious.
Connor's Cunning.
So I'm rolling a d6 for both of them again.
Okay, I got a...
Talia first is a 6. So I'm gonna put
Here, use mine.
a 6 there.
Okay.
And a 4.
I got a 3.
Okay, so I get 6.
I took my 3.
With her, she gets the 4. She gets the 4 there.
All right.
Awesome.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Let's take some heads. All right, so 6. Talia's going to go first. Talia is going to go... I think Talia's going to go hunt. Talia needs to be more powerful. And she's going to roll her influence, which is a d8, but she's the first one there, so it's actually a d10.
Yes.
That's
and you
a
rolled a
1.
1.
Was that a beheading at the very first fight? Yeah.
Literally a beheading on the very first fight. Ramirez is dead, much like in the movie. Ramirez is now dead.
Castigir took Ramirez's head. You know.
And like 17 quickenings.
Yeah, and like a whole lot of power because Ramirez was old and he had a lot of power.
He had a lot of power.
Yeah. So Talia is going to take 1 card, I guess. Event, honorable duel. Move yourself and any immortal to the arena. I'm going to fight myself. I will fight you. So last night we're playing The Expanse, and Travis, who visited a few minutes ago, was playing the OPA, which in The Expanse is like, they're not a terrorist group, but some factions of them are. But in general, they build themselves as a group that is for the rights of the Belters, who are sort of a downtrodden working class.
Yeah.
They're the miners. They don't get good medical supplies. They don't get a lot of food. There's always water shortages, et cetera, et cetera. And they cannot, because they've grown up in low gravity, they cannot move back to Earth.
Right.
Because they can't tolerate the gravity. How is this honorable? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Well, see, the thing is, Castigir is honorable. Talia is not at this point in her life. Yeah, he will fight you in the Ganymede parking lot. So basically what he decided was he was just going to fight all of us.
Yeah.
Because he was an anarchist, because there's an anarchist A in the OPA logo. And so I was like, so Travis, if I pick this card, but I can't use it, and I use it for the action points, you're at the top of the initiative track, so you'll get first dibs on using the action on this card. Would you agree to not use it against me? And he was like, I will fight you. his response to everything was counterpoint. I will fight you. So we eventually decided that he was just going to fight us in the Ganymede parking lot.
Yeah.
He kicked me out of Ganymede. He kicked everyone out of Ganymede at least once. So yeah, that was it. I will fight you. I'm going to fight myself. So I'm fighting my own character, just because I don't feel right. Because I'm going to have to, if I fight Sarah, and behead her,
The game is over.
then I have to fight myself anyway because it's 2 immortals, and I would have to then be rolling against my... No.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to fight my own character here because theoretically that's not going to be a beheading card. So they each roll power. And neither of them have any mods to their power, so I'll do... Oh, Castigear, honey. Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
man.
Talia definitely rolled that one better.
Yep.
So,
It's a 6 versus a 1. So
yeah.
Talia
So
wins.
she's gonna roll, she's gonna draw a
1 fate card, yeah.
fate card. Opportunity. Gain a weapon. Cool. Gain a quickening token and discard this card. So, gain a
All right.
Quickening token.
I don't know why we
discard
couldn't
the
have drawn
card.
that one last
Yeah,
time.
I know, right? And I gain a weapon for Talia. So Talia is... She got her own weapon!
Wow.
She got the Brutal Macquahuitl. There's a lot of vowels in there. And I learn Welsh, which is lacking in vowels, so I'm not as good with that. Yeah, there's a lot of vowels.
Aquatiel?
Yeah, something like Aquatiel.
Because it's like,
Cool.
yeah. Aquatiel? I don't
It's
know.
got that.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's got a lot of like the vowel combos going on there, and
It's a
I
nice,
just needed to work my way through it. The Brutal Macquahuitl. It's Macuahuitl. I'm sure it's an actual like weapon type.
Yeah.
It looks very much like
Someone who's versed in Mesoamerican, please tell us how to pronounce this.
Because I feel bad that I'm pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, it's like a saw blade. It will mess you up. Like, look at that.
Yeah, this looks like this looks vicious. I mean, I'm into it,
I'm super into it.
but this looks vicious.
So I add that card, and it says before rolling for a duel, you may look at the top card of the Fate deck.
That's nice.
So then I can decide if I want to be modding.
Yeah,
Things.
your dice or
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
That's nice. All right, so now we both go back to our
Yeah.
cards.
And
you get to.
I get to do my thing.
Yep.
Because I haven't done this yet. We're gonna go on the hunt.
Because I fought myself.
Yeah.
So.
Although you probably should have waited until after I was done. Right?
But there was a reason why I went.
The card said
The card, it was honorable duel. Move yourself and any immortal. I should have waited to do the duel until after.
Yeah, because
But
I guess I could have drawn an arena card that would have kicked you
it would have
out.
changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It might not have kicked me out, but it might have changed
the
effect.
right.
Yeah, that would have modified
Yeah.
what I
Next
did.
time.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna roll my.
This game is great.
It is great. It's
I love this game.
We roll our influence, right?
I'm so relieved this game is good.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You roll your influence for.
I'm gonna roll a D. I keep rolling these shitty rolls.
Yeah, on like the really big dice.
Oh my god! I only rolled a 2, guys, on a
Your
D12.
big dice don't like you.
No, they really don't.
So these are just basic polyhedrals. You could like get your own dice if you feel like I'm feeling unlucky with these and I want to roll my own dice. You could just get your own polys.
Yeah, they're just regular.
Yeah, like the only one it doesn't have is the D20.
Yeah, I would recommend color matching them though because they match the colors
They do
on the
match
cards.
The colors on the cards, which is nice. But if you have your own set of dice and you're willing to just pay attention, or if you're colorblind and the colors don't matter to you.
All right, so this is a good case about where we should have done this first because I drew an event card and I could have I could have kicked you two out because do I want to fight?
Do you want to fight?
I think I want to fight.
Do you want to fight in the Get Me parking lot?
Yeah. I want to fight in this parking garage that Connor loves so much. Right? Is that the
No, this is the ending. This is the
windows. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, so that goes back there.
So the only thing I'm not liking about this is that it is kind of color-based in that these cards, these modern era cards, have red lightning and the ancient ones have a blue lightning. And I don't think they have anything otherwise to denote that they are modern day versus ancient. And that does matter in here.
Yeah.
In that if you were to draw, like if you're supposed to reveal multiple cards and look at them, if you then hit the modern day, immediately discard the ancient and only use the like you don't put the ancient ones
Back
on the deck. Because you're not going to shuffle ancient and modern together at that point. So it does matter. But if you're colorblind,
that could be a problem.
The colors aren't super distinct because it's lightning, so it's mostly white.
Yeah.
So I can see that being a bit of an issue.
Yeah, that could be something for them to in the second printing if they do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight. Yes.
You get to choose someone you fight?
Yep, move yourself and any immortal to the arena. All other immortals are removed from the arena.
Alright, you're gonna fight Castigear.
I'm gonna fight Castigear.
Alright, let's roll our power.
Yeah, so I get to upgrade my power die to a D10.
Man. I mean, I can spend quickening tokens after rolling to
re-roll if you want. Yeah.
Re-roll.
Yeah.
So.
But my Claymore gives me the upgrade my power die. I rolled a 6.
I could spend a quickening token. I could spend 2 quickening tokens.
And upgrade. Yep.
And re-roll.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that.
So go from a D6 to a D8, and she's going to re-roll.
8. I rolled an 8.
No.
Now you get to respond to that. Do you want to re-roll yours?
I think I'm gonna. We're gonna tempt fate. I'm not gonna re-roll.
Ooh,
I'm not gonna re-roll. Let's see how this goes.
All right.
This game could be over, guys.
Fate card. It's time. I'm so sorry. I took your head off again.
She drew the behead again.
Yep.
So
and
now
you didn't re-roll.
I did not re-roll.
So
I tempted fate. So you're going to get 4, 5, 6.
No, because I get your weapon. So I get.
Oh,
I get
so
this.
you get.
I get a token for the
you
ally.
get that. So you're gonna get 5 quickening tokens.
And
you're gonna get my Claymore. Connor is out of the running. And now Amanda is fighting herself.
Do you want to take control of Talia?
I will. Sure, I will definitely take Talia.
Let's get rid of all of these.
We're gonna put these guys in the graveyard, which is gonna be over here.
Here's Talia.
Here's our little graveyard.
She's ruthless. She's got a bonus to her cunning and to her influence, which is real nice for her. She has her brutal Makwa
that gets discarded.
And she has Croesus as her, so she can re-roll. Like her setup's real good.
She's in pretty good space. Yeah.
I've given you like everything you need to kick my butt.
Yep.
You want to shuffle?
That's amazing. I shuffled it last time.
I know. I shuffled it the first time.
I mean, to be fair, there's only 4 cards in here.
There aren't that many cards in it. When there are only 2 immortals in the arena, upgrade your power die.
It's a good weapon.
It is. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. Alright.
We should roll for init.
Yeah, let's roll for initiative. So I'm rolling. What are we rolling?
I'm rolling a D6.
I'm rolling a D6.
Oh no, is it influence or cunning? I thought.
Oh, is it cunning?
It's cunning for init and influence for cards.
It's a D6 for me either way. So a 2.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
These dice are not my friends, guys.
No, they are not. All right. So, Castigear comes back here. He's not gonna fight. He's gonna go hunting. So influence is a D6, but I'm the first one there, so it's a D8.
Yep.
It's 4. It's 3. 4. I'm not gonna do that. It's another like open warfare. We could both fight. The only one's left.
Immediately draw behead.
Immediately beheading. That's the end, I guess. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's see. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. I'm gonna do a conflict with Alma Jostorm. Jostorm. Sjostorm.
She's a shield maiden.
She is indeed a shield maiden. Yes. I don't want that to happen there, so we're gonna put that on top. Or no, we're gonna shuffle. We're gonna shuffle. We're gonna do this right.
Yeah.
We're gonna shuffle.
We're gonna shuffle. We're gonna play this game mostly correct. Look at that fucking pile of quick names.
Look, you know, Castigear had a lot of friends. Now he still has them.
They're just in him now. In him.
So I'm gonna fight Alma here. Alma, I have a power of 6. And she's got a power of 5, so I have to roll a 5 or a 6.
Alright.
That's a 4.
Do you want to spend one of those?
I mean, honestly, the fail is not the end of the world. I put it back into the deck, and I don't gain a quickening.
Oh, that's not, yeah.
So
that's like the easiest fail.
I'm not spending quickening tokens to win against her. What I get is I get the top part of the era deck and maybe 2 quickening tokens. Like, I'm not
worth it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
stick it in there.
Put that back in there. And it says to shuffle it, so I'm gonna shuffle. Now I have no idea what's on top of this deck. We'll find out, I guess.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, there was a card. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we'll be fine.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm gonna flip my
I'm gonna lay low. And
I'm gonna lay low at Lupin's.
Lay low at Lupin's? Yes, I am.
Did you notice I brought the Harry Potter deck builder?
I did see that. I'd be down to play that later. Alright, so I have a D6 normally, upgrade to a D8. I'm gonna roll D12 from the first person there.
Nice, nice, nice.
And I'm gonna roll a 7 this time for all. There's like 5 cards in here. The die was like, there are no cards left, so you draw as many as you can.
Yeah, just draw them all. Just draw them all.
All right, what do I want?
What was that card? Why was that card? So yeah. So the current price of the key at that time was 5.
I'm gonna play an arena card.
All right.
I'm gonna make this holy ground.
Wow. Okay.
No duels take place. This arena is discarded when the gathering begins.
So it doesn't stick with the flip like other arena cards do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're on holy ground. We don't fight.
Nope.
Not fighting. Not
Nope.
gonna happen.
I'll be up front, waiting.
Right.
All right.
Cool.
Oh nope.
No,
I lied.
that's me.
Not a.
I do like this is so one. I like playing with you because I could be like, hey, I eliminated both your characters. Do you want one of mine? And we just kept playing.
Yeah.
Because that's more fun that way.
It is more fun that way.
But also like we're both really amused by all of this.
Yeah.
I know I am.
Yes. I'm going to be interested to play this with someone who's not a Highlander fan and see if it's as fun for them. I'm having a really good time.
I'm having a great time.
And I definitely...
I also feel like I don't need to know a ton of the lore.
No,
I basically
not at all.
I need to know the very basics of
Yeah.
what Highlander is and how like the plot works.
Yeah, that's really all you need.
Otherwise, it's not essential that you know these characters as characters in order to play the game.
Right. We're not like trying to talk in a Scottish accent like Christopher Lambert.
Could. Lots of places.
We could, but we shouldn't.
But I also really like that there is a lot of flavor in there. There are a lot of quotes on the cards.
Yeah.
If you know the character, their ability makes sense.
Yep.
Character-wise, like if you read up on Talia, her character, power makes total sense.
Yeah.
But you don't need that in order to make the game mechanically make sense.
Right.
And flavor-wise, you're going through history, you're living a life, you're having encounters and fighting people, you're gaining in power as you fight. and then you're going up against each other head to head.
Yeah.
And usually only one head remains. But I don't think you need to be really super knowledgeable like we are. I don't think you need to be a super enfranchised fan to get this game. I really appreciate it.
Me too.
It adds a lot to it to know it, but not knowing it doesn't mean that you're like, I don't understand this game.
Right.
Which was the other thing I was worried about with The Expanse last night, because I was the only person at the table who had watched
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
any of it.
Yeah.
Though I do think I convinced at least 2 of them to go binge the show.
Have you played BSG?
Yes.
Because BSG is like that
you
too.
and Jen were the traders,
Jen and I are always the Cylons.
and you were our pilots.
Yes.
It was horrible. We managed to win.
Was
but
that
it was
the game that Jen and I
weird thing.
that Jen and I knew we were Cylons by looking at each other? We're always
And
the
I was
Cylons.
Baltar.
We're always the Cylons. I don't know how.
I was Gaius Baltar,
but like
and I wasn't the trader.
when I play Battlestar Galactica, 9 times out of 10, I am a Cylon.
Yeah.
I like it. I actually like being a Cylon better. I would be a Cylon all the time if I could
I
choose.
would love to play it and have a chance to be one of the Cylons.
Yeah.
Because I've
You
only
could,
played it the once, so.
There's an expansion that I don't think we played that time with the Cylon leader. BSG is one of the best games I've ever played. It's by
I'm so
far.
sad that it's out of print.
I know. And
It's
they
tragic.
lost the rights to it, and
It's super tragic.
you can buy it. It's like $300 if you can find a copy.
It's like going and getting hold of a classic copy of Fireball Island.
Yeah.
Can we break out Fireball Island next?
Yeah.
Did you ever play the classic?
No, I did not.
Okay, we're gonna go retro after this.
All right. Oh, anyway, we should.
This is going to be a Sarah and Amanda are the old sort of stream. Sarah's not as old as me, but
I'm close.
yeah, we're not that far away in age.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toshi thought he was 5 years younger than me, and I was like, no, buddy,
He's
you're
younger
2
than-
years younger than me.
Oh, he's in the middle of us.
Yeah, he's in between
Yeah.
us. I was like, no, you're 2 years younger than me. I'm not that old. I was like, I thought I was like 3 or 4 years younger than you, and I was like, nope, 2 years. I know that. I know you're only 2 years below me.
I always forget that it's 5 years. It always felt like it was like less.
Yeah, it always
Yeah.
felt like we were really close.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
All right.
time
New.
to roll for initiative.
Yes, new in it.
Yep.
And that's going to be cunning. So we get a d6 now.
Roll a 6.
I rolled a 4.
Cool. Castigear is, do I want to lay low and see what I get and move through the era? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. He's going to roll a d8, because it would be a 6, but I'm the first one there. Going to
Yep.
roll a d8. 6. There are not 6 cards
There
in
are
this
not.
deck anymore. Man. That arena is gross. I don't want to stick that. Oh God, we're gonna be stuck with it, aren't we?
Yep.
Ugh. Yeah, the 11-year age gap between us high is real weird. I would not have put it that far away.
Both?
Both.
Meet in the middle?
We can meet in the middle there. God, I guess. These are all horrible.
They're all horrible.
These are all terrible.
Yep. Ooh, they have new s'mores cookies. I heard those are actually really good.
Ooh.
Do you want one?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because the ones up here are not good s'mores cookies.
Pretty sure it means you're a grouchy old lady. Get off your lawn. Whoa.
Attention, Battleground denizens. Is there anybody here interested in playing a Keyforge tournament? Please come to the counter.
Girl Scout s'mores cookies. Yeah, so we have, so my other best friend Jen, her family's all in New York, so her niece is doing, is selling Girl Scout cookies. And New York bakers are the good bakers.
So there's ABC Bakery and there's
Little House.
Yeah. So, and they each, I did see a really good breakdown.
It's a
of
good
the
breakdown,
differences between
yeah.
the cookies. There are are some things I honestly don't mind the s'mores that we get here.
I did not like them.
Not s'mores, Samoas, the caramel delights.
So they're okay. They're passable.
They're different.
To me,
and I'm okay with them.
To me, they're like
I prefer the darker chocolate, and I prefer more coconut.
I would just at that point I would rather buy the Keebler.
Might as well.
Yeah. The Keebler ones that
you're
are
a former Girl Scout. Me too.
from up here.
I quit the Girl Scouts because my troop sucked.
I wasn't allowed to be a Girl Scout. My mother didn't believe in organized anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mother. So I went to a private school for 13 years, and fancy posh private school kids don't join the Girl Scouts. So my private school did not have like a Girl Scout troop in amongst my classmates. But my mother was a teacher in our hometown. Yeah, you're from Connecticut. My mother was a teacher, and some of her students had formed a Girl Scout troop, and one of the parents was the troop leader. And so she asked them,
that's so sad.
That's very sad. Mine sort of did the same thing. The troop leader was the mother of one of the girls. The assistant troop leader was the mother of one of the other girls. And they met after school. My school got out at 3 p.m. Their school got out at 2:45. They met in Quincy. My school was a town away, which meant that I was never there on time, which meant that like I missed out on badges for like attending there was a whole bunch of stuff. They were not great to me. I was definitely an outsider. I went to a private school, so a couple of the girls definitely sort of side-eyed me and was like, I just think she's better than us. It was like, I didn't make that choice. Like, I was like 10.
That's sad.
You know, which was really frustrating. And one year, we had all gotten a couple of badges, like as a troop. We had like worked on things together. But two of the girls had gotten like, they had like worked on something together. It was the daughters of the troop leader and the assistant troop leader had gone and got extra badges. And we had to go to the big like fly up ceremony and sit through the whole thing for the two of them. And the next year, no one got off their butts and got a badge except me.
Oh.
I was the only one. And like I had invited them, like I got the science sleuth badge. I still remember it to this day because it had a little like detective hat, like a deer stalker with a little question mark on it. It's very cute. And I really wanted that badge. I was super into science. My mother was super into science. My mother taught science. Big deal, right? And I worked really hard to get this badge. You had to like give a presentation. You had to go and do like different science education opportunities. Mm-hmm. There was a whole fair on like the environment. It was like an environmental science fair, and I went to it and like learned about like the water cycle and everything stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how the like water purification system in my city worked and stuff like that. I went on a nature hike. And I invited everyone on the troop. My mother was very careful to like to call the like troop leader and be like, Amanda's going to do this thing for the science badge. If any of the other girls want to go, I'm perfectly willing to pick them up and drive them. No one joined me for anything.
That's sad.
So I was the only one who got that badge. No one got any other badges. We were not heavy cookie sellers, so we were only getting the basic cookie badges.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, I was going to get my badge, and the troop leader said, I don't think it's fair to make all the other girls sit through that ceremony for just one person to get a badge, so I'll order it for you next year instead. She wouldn't even just order it for me and give it to me.
Wow.
So I quit.
Wow.
Yeah. I had a friend in college who was like a cadet girl, like she had gone through like the whole thing, and she was the cookie maven for the campus. And I told her that story. She wasn't like a close friend, she was a friend of a friend. She lived like 2 doors down from a good friend of mine. And we went to pick up cookies, and I told her that story, and she was like, what badge was it? I'll get it for you. I never got it because that badge had been phased out and replaced with something else. But yeah, rude. Yeah, I wish I had had a close friend in the troop because I might have stayed, but it was a bummer. It was a real bummer of a situation because I really liked the idea of Girl Scouts, and I liked the idea of like Girl Scout camp and doing all this fun stuff. And none of the other girls really wanted to have anything to do with me, and the troop leader didn't really want
So I really like the Girl Scout, mantra. Like I like their mottos. Like especially these days.
Yeah.
If I were to ever have kids, which is slim, but if I were to, that'd be the only thing I'd let a daughter do. I would not let a son do Boy Scouts. I have very strong.
There are a couple of good Boy Scout.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find some. Boy Scouts as a whole, I'm not.
You don't necessarily know until you're in the troop.
Yeah.
How closely they cleave to the parent organization.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we have a family who comes into the library and their father and son do a lot of Boy Scout stuff.
Right.
But their troop was at Quincy's Pride.
Right. That's a good troop.
So
yeah,
that tells you right there that they're a good troop.
Yeah.
But you aren't going to know until you're sort of in the thick of it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Shall we get the show on the road?
Yeah, let's do it.
You're up. You're up.
Oh, did you do the event?
Oh, force another immortal to discard a life if able, and then I draw and activate an encounter card. It was that, or that's all of these options were bad.
They're all bad. Yeah, I did the only one that wasn't bad.
Yeah, these, and we're gonna have to hit them because we have to go through this. Yeah. You loved it while you were there, but your friend's mom was the troop leader too, so yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, unless you have a troop that's really solid and gonna invested in staying a troop and bringing in new kids. Yeah. Yeah. There's a Girl Scout troop. They're one of the families comes into my library, and they've kept it going for years and cycled new kids in. Mm-hmm. It helps that the troop leader had multiple kids at different ages.
Oh yeah, so you can just keep going with it. So she was able
to sort of keep it going, and as one daughter sort of was aging out, the other
next
was
one aged in. Yeah,
was already a member and had friends who had joined. So yeah, and then the older kids sort of act as mentors to the younger kids, which keeps them invested in it.
Yeah, I think it's a good organization overall.
I do too.
Yeah. All right. So am I discarding my life?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
That's okay.
And then I draw and activate an encounter card. So, conflict with Rose the Bloody, apparently. Success, I gain a weapon. Fail, I discard an ally.
Oh, okay.
I don't have an ally, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Cunning of 4. My cunning is D6. So
do it. That's a good one.
4. We did say ties
go to the player.
So I gain a weapon. Well, I already have a weapon, so I'll have to see if I like this weapon better. So I got the ivory katana.
Oh.
Yeah, buy a zillion cookies. Cookies. The first time per roll you spend a quickening token, upgrade the die you re-roll. So you don't have to spend more than one token. Maybe that's how Facile had that upgrade. It doesn't say. It doesn't say that.
No, I think you can. Yeah, I think you just spend 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this means I get to do it for free, basically.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That's nice.
Do I want that?
Versus dueling.
Versus upgrading my power die if there are only 2 immortals in the arena. Ooh. I mean, we're down to the last 2.
Yeah, there can only be 2 immortals in the arena.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like I'm going to stick with the Claymore.
All right.
Discard that.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah. All right.
Talia is going to explore the encounter deck.
Do it.
I'm going to roll my influence, which is a D6. I got a 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make a mess out of the whole deck. Oh, I should have actually upgraded my die, but that's okay. Okay. All right, we're going to do a conflict.
Oh, we are?
We are.
Oh, the gladiator.
Yes.
Maximus.
It's a cunning of 4.
Okay. She's not terribly cunning.
No, she's not. That's all right. I rolled a 3. Do I want to use this?
to reroll.
Yeah.
You could use 2 and reroll and upgrade.
I think we will. We might as well. Because I'm going to lose this game anyway. Because you have a million quickenings. That was a worse roll.
Wow.
Okay, so the fail is we're going to discard the top of the era deck.
Oh man, what is it that we're losing?
We're losing the arena.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because that arena is horrible.
It's horrible. All immortals downgrade their power die 2 steps in this arena, which basically means we're all rolling d4s.
Yeah, we're rolling d4s.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad we got to discard that.
Yep.
That's nice.
I probably shouldn't have wasted my
Your reroll.
my quickening. Yeah, but who cares? All right.
All right.
And back to 1. Okay, let's roll our.
I am really liking this game.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know they always appreciate getting Girl Scout cookies because they get a lot of different stuff.
They get less cookies than us.
The Girl Guides don't have as many options
That's
as the Girl
sad.
Scouts do in the U.S.
That's very sad.
So they always like getting U.S. cookies.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 5.
All right.
What if I don't know? What if all my dicks still somewhat similar?
Okay.
Okay, that sounds.
Do I want to look at that last lay low card? And
I think it's time.
Trigger the gathering. Do it. I'm gonna roll my influence.
I don't even know if you. There's 1 card in there.
Look, I draw 3 cards. Oh, look. It's an ally, government contacts. I can discard it after rolling my influence to replace my roll with an 8. Sure.
All right.
Okay. You could come lay low with me and trigger the gathering. Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. So, we have triggered the gathering. If an immortal should draw, reveal, or look at 1 or more cards from the era deck, but the era deck is empty, that action or card is completely resolved. So, the gathering immediately occurs. When the gathering occurs, resolve the following. Discard all encounter, era, so if there were like any
Yeah.
or weapon cards from the board. Set the fate and arena cards. We don't have an arena card right now.
I discarded the gathering.
Yeah. Remove all immortals from the board and flip the board to the gathering side. If we had an arena,
It would go back there.
Fate goes there. Place the remaining fate cards on the fate deck space. Place all undefeated immortals in the arena. Finally, resolve the duel phase again and again until only 1 immortal stands.
All right.
So dueling, we reveal the top card of the fate deck. Or no, we roll our power, and then we roll our power, and the immortal that rolls highest draws a fate card and activates it. 3, 1.
Draw
I mean,
behead.
we're
draw
gonna
the
keep
behead.
going, so we
Draw
might as
the
well.
behead.
Scar.
Oh.
The immortal or immortals that rolled lowest in the duel lose 2 quickening tokens.
All right, that's it. I'm out.
Gain a quickening token and discard this card.
And again.
Yep, you keep going until there's only one, until like one of us is discarded. You don't have any to spend.
Nope.
So.
Do it again.
Collateral. Choose an immortal in the arena. That immortal loses an ally. You could use. Can't you use Croesus?
No.
Before rolling influence. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Guess what? You're gonna lose your ally.
Oh no. So sad.
It's collateral.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
guys,
all right.
there are 2 cards in here. One of them is a beheading.
Do I want to re-roll this? I'm going to re-roll and upgrade. Move to an 8. Oh, I get to upgrade my power die when there are only 2 immortals in the arena. So,
I gave you your another quickening
thanks.
back.
I'm just going to re-roll that. That's a 1.
All right.
I'm going to re-roll again.
Ah,
You can keep
you can.
spending
You
to-
can.
That's another 1.
All you have to do is keep 1 quickening. I think your die is weighted poorly.
I think it is.
You So just so everyone knows, Amanda's rolled a 1 5 times in a row.
Can I roll your D8?
Here you go.
That's a 6 versus a 6. That was a tie. There's no.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, ties go to the person with the most amount of picking.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, shall I?
Do it.
Sunder.
Oh.
Choose an immortal in the arena. That immortal loses their weapon. You may gain it.
Here you go. You probably don't want that. It's not good for right now.
No, it's not.
No, it's useless.
I know what that is.
It's useless.
All right, I'm going to discard that into the swords. Oh, this was the swords.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, I guess we roll now. And there are only 2 immortals in the arena.
That's it.
It's a 1.
I rolled a 5. Do you want to spend some? Give me mine back.
Yeah, here. I'm rolling a D10 now. It's fine.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
We're getting, are you doing what I think you're doing?
Yes.
We're gonna get silenced on the VOD.
Not if we talk over it.
Yeah,
then I
they
think
can't
it's
recognize
no.
what the music
It'll be
is,
fine.
it's Yeah, we should probably stop that.
I think you can play like up to 30 seconds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a really fun game.
This is really fun.
That legitimately was super fun. I can't wait to paint.
A+
these
would play
figures.
again.
Yeah. I'm gonna play the heck out of this.
Yeah.
This is great. This is a good time.
This is a very good game.
Yeah.
I want them to put out.
There is a visual distinction.
Is there?
The modern, the over here
all right.
and the
So it's-
ancient is there.
It's pretty
subtle.
It's pretty
though.
subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'll separate those.
Thank you.
Here.
I really enjoyed that. That was super fun.
Yeah, me too.
That was a good time.
Yeah. Would definitely play this again.
Yeah. Oh, we're definitely gonna play this
Yeah.
again. We may even play this again today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And once we knew what we were doing,
Oh yeah.
the only reason it wasn't moving as fast as it could have is because we
We're
were talking.
talking.
A lot. Happens when we get together.
Yep. Can't help it. We both like to talk.
So yeah, that was Highlander the board game by
I want a TV expansion.
Oh my god, yeah. 100% I want a TV expansion. Honestly, I feel like having seen what these do, we could probably make our own little ones of
Oh, I'm
these
sure we could.
For like Duncan, Mythos, Amanda, and
Richie.
Like a whole, Richie.
Yeah.
You could make a whole bunch of them. It's the cards in the deck that are all, but not even all of them are like specific references to the movies.
I wonder if they will put out a TV expansion.
I don't know. I really hope they do. So, River Horse, like I've said, River Horse they did the Dark Crystal game, and they did the Labyrinth game, which are very much just reskins of the same game. And it's very much a Talisman-esque, like Talisman-light sort of deal. And they're fine, but I don't love them. Like, I love them more as showpieces to have on a shelf. Though you're coming over tonight, you will get to see the giant figures.
Ooh, I'm excited.
They're ridiculous. They're like literally this big.
That's huge.
They're very heavy. And they're gold.
Yeah.
But they're very pretty. They're very well made. The games themselves are the quality of the craftsmanship on them is really nice. The figures are gorgeous. Like, honestly, the figures for Labyrinth, you look at them and you're like, oh yeah, these are 100% these characters. The figures for Dark Crystal, when I was painting the Skeksis, I was like, oh my god, the detail on
They
these.
did a really good job with, even these figures too. They did a really good job with the
It's
with
amazing
the figures.
because you look at the Connor figure and you're like, yep, that's Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
Like there's no mistaking it. They do a really, really nice job on the figure sculpts. Whoever they've got doing their, like, all of their graphic work, and like the boxes on this look great. Like everything looks fantastic. The gameplay on Labyrinth and Dark Crystal,
It's fine.
it's fine. You have to house rule some stuff. And I know that there are people who are like, if you have to house rule it, it's not worth playing. I'll play it. And we'll just run with our house rules. We have a couple of house rules for both games, one of which is instead of having to land exactly on someone, you can forfeit the rest of your movement to stop on someone to team up with them. Which does mean that you're not wasting turn after turn
Trying to get to each
like
other.
ships in the night.
That is annoying.
Which is super irritating. But that being said, house ruling isn't that bad. We also house ruled that instead of teaming up giving you advantage on a die roll, you add your die rolls. Because there are certain villains that you're never gonna beat. They're rolling a d20 and you're rolling 2 d4s. You're never gonna beat them. You have to be so incredibly lucky to beat them. That it just isn't, it feels less fun. So we house ruled 2 major things. One was that teaming up is a little easier. You can forfeit the rest of your movement, land on someone, and get the rest of them. And get to team up. The other was that you add your rolls instead of picking the highest.
Okay.
I feel like those are 2 very simple house rules that aren't hard mechanically to explain to someone that you're playing with, that make the game a little bit more fun, a little bit more accessible. Dark Crystal I'd have to play around with a little bit because it is asymmetric, so that requires a little bit more fiddliness to it. This, on the other hand,
This was...
I don't really feel the need to house rule anything. I
No.
mean, we kind of house ruled the tie goes to the player because it doesn't specify in the rules.
Right. But that's like not even a big deal.
And the example in the rules of how re-rolling works implies that you can use quickenings to upgrade your die, as well as re-rolling. But that's not outright stated. The using quickening tokens doesn't state that outright. But then in the example, it's done that way, so I'm assuming that works. I mean, they may have meant to say if he has the ivory katana, you know, because he's re-rolling, he's getting to...
Right.
I feel like that's a little fiddly and it doesn't specify it, so we'll run with it. That's what the rules say. There might be errata online, there might be a correction online. I know River Horse has done that a couple of times. But I don't feel like that was a huge... weird thing to do. So yeah. Otherwise, this game played fine out of the box.
Totally fine.
Yeah. It wasn't, once we had all the parts...
Oh, here. An immortal may spend 1 or more additional tokens to upgrade his or her roll by 1 die step per quickening token spent.
Okay.
So you could actually spend like
a whole bunch.
And
if
go from...
4,
I could have gone to a 12.
Yeah. You could spend a whole bunch to do it. But you want to save those quickening tokens for the gathering when you're, you know, fighting for the end of the game.
Yeah.
You want to be the one turning over those fate cards. You don't want someone else turning over a fate card.
Right.
Because you had a special ability. Talia has a special ability when she turns over fate cards. I didn't want that happening. Yeah, you gain a quickening token whenever you draw a fate card.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I don't want that to
happen.
happen.
No.
Hell no. So yeah, I
really liked this game.
They
did a really good job with it.
They made it feel super flavorful. Like, I totally 100% felt like this fit the game.
Yep.
The game is gorgeous. It doesn't take up a ton of space. And I think it played well with 2 players, with each of us playing 2 characters. Because we each lost a character. Well, I didn't lose it. You lost both of your characters, but I handed mine over and we were able to keep playing.
Yeah, like that really made it key.
That was super fun. I think the next time we play it, we should play with a new challenger.
I like that too. We'll add more fate cards. I think we need to add more fate cards next time.
We definitely need more fate cards.
Yeah.
Some of the other fate cards are like rematch. Ruin. Oh no, yeah, it does. It's a life card in the fate cards.
Ooh.
Give this life to another immortal in the arena. This life is discarded only when you win a duel. So it basically, you have to discard one of your other life cards, and it resets your... That's good.
That is good.
Humiliate, choose an immortal. That immortal loses a quickening token. Collateral, opportunity, that's gain a weapon. So there are multiple copies of a bunch of these. And then there are single cards for a couple of them. That was great.
Yeah.
The weapons, you've got the Claymore, you've got the Macquaquatl. Twin Blades, I think that's Ghost's weapon. She's got 2.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually, the modern version of her character actually has both of them in her figure. The Monstrous Blade is definitely
Kurgan's. Yep.
You can see the handle.
Yeah.
Fated Scimitar.
Ooh.
That is his.
I like it. I like it.
The Toledo Salamanca. That's Ramirez's. And the Ivory Katana. So...
I like the flavor text. I like how they label each character. Highlander, Peacock, Goddess, Kurgan. I like that.
And those labels match their labels in the expansion.
Yeah.
So before we pack this up, let's go through the characters. You hold on to these guys.
Okay.
And we'll go over the 2 different versions of each character.
Okay.
So, who do you start with? You're
Connor.
starting with Connor. Oh, and the expansion also has more
cards. Nice.
To add in. So there are more weapons, there are more events. Like running out the clock, roll a d6 and discard that many cards from the top of the era deck.
Woof.
Yeah. So let's start with Russell Nash.
Russell Nash.
So whereas he's also the Highlander, so you know, so
even if you don't know that Russell and Connor are the same,
you know to match them.
Yeah.
So he's got the ability Destined instead of Vengeful. After rolling the maximum value on a die, gain a quickening token.
Okay.
Which is good.
That's better.
Yeah.
All right. Ramirez.
We have Ikimusek. He has Fury. Oh, also, Russell Nash's stats are 4-6-6.
Oh, as Connor, he's 4-6-8.
So he has more influence as Connor.
Yeah.
Because he's part of a clan.
And he's not wearing dad pants.
And he's not also trying to blend in.
Yeah.
In New York.
Right.
You know?
Like Mythos' influence would be like a 2.
Yeah, because he doesn't want
No one needs to know who he is at all.
You're flipping a coin for him.
Oh my god, how much fun would Mythos be? Anyway, continue.
That would be great. So, Ikimusek has 6-6-4. He's become more cunning.
Ooh, but he's an 8-6-4, yeah.
Yeah. So not as cunning in his earlier life.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And he has Fury. After rolling a 1 on a die, you may re-roll the die without spending a quickening token. That would have helped me on all those d8s.
That would have helped me at all.
Yeah. So that's nice.
All right, Talia.
The goddess. Ixtalali. Bloodthirsty. She's got a 4-8-6, so her power. She's much more powerful. She's still not cunning, but she also has the same influence, but she's more powerful.
Okay.
Bloodthirsty. After you behead an immortal, gain 2 quickening tokens.
That's nice.
She's actually holding up a conquistador's helmet.
Oh. I like that.
Yeah, she's good. She's wearing a skull mask. It's
Yeah.
great. Who's next?
Okay, so we have Ghost.
Is Naminaga.
Minamoto.
Okay. We have Amy Gray. She's a 6-6-6.
We are 6-4-4, so she gets stronger and more influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her ability on this one?
Okay, so before rolling, you may spend a quickening token to roll the cunning, power, or influence of another immortal in your own space instead of your own. That's nice.
Wow.
That is nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Ghost in her modern day version has Silent. If you begin a duel with no quickening tokens, upgrade your power die.
That's nice.
That is nice.
We've got the Kurgan.
Kurgan. Alright.
So his power is vicious. Gain 3 quickening tokens when the gathering occurs. And his stats are 4, 8, 4, which makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
He, in his modern day incarnation, has Relentless. If you have the same value as another immortal on the initiative roll, no immortals may spend quickening to re-roll their cunning.
Wow.
Just nope.
That's it.
Nope.
I like it.
Cunning is 6, power is 8, influence is 4.
So his
we got
cunning
more
goes up.
cunning.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We have Iman Facile.
Okay.
His power is Penitent. When you gain a life card, gain a quickening token. And his stats are 6, 4, 8.
Wow, okay. So
Pretty
this
legit.
is his older version.
Uh-huh.
This is his ancient version 4, 4, 8.
Ooh.
So influential, but not powerful and not cunning.
Yeah.
He has Stubborn. The downgrades on life cards do not downgrade your dice. Just, nope, I get to stay where I'm at.
That's it. And then, of course, Castigear.
Yep.
So his power, by the way, in case no one remembers, because I did not, when laying low, you may choose to discard one of the cards you looked at.
Yeah.
And his stats are 8, 6, 4.
So this is Vincent Smythe.
Ooh, Vincent Smythe.
He's got a powdered wig on.
Oh, of course he does.
And he has Laissez-faire. When laying low, you may spend 1 quickening token to choose and activate 1 extra card. The quote on that is, I think we should have a party. So yeah, I love that they have some like flavor to it and that you can see the changes in the characters between 2 different time periods. I really want to make our own for these for the TV characters.
Oh my god.
Because you've got Death and Mythos. And Adam. Like you could do
all 3.
Multiple.
Yeah.
You could do like Dr. Adams.
They probably would do Mythos and Adam Pearson.
Yeah.
That's probably what they would.
Makes
That would
sense.
make sense if you did like both. Although I would be very happy with just 1 expansion.
Yeah.
To start off with.
Yeah.
That gave me. I would want. Let's see.
Amanda.
How many characters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Yeah.
we'd want Duncan, obviously. Amanda, Mythos,
Richie.
Joe.
He's not immortal, so he'd be an ally in the ally.
Oh,
deck.
you're right. That is unfortunate, actually.
Who else do we have who are like major immortal characters who recur?
What's his name? Roger Daltrey. What's his name?
Oh, Fitz.
Fitz, yes.
Definitely
Fitz. We need 2 more if we're gonna do a 7-pack. But I guess we don't have to do 7. It could be like a 5-er.
Yeah.
But who else do we have?
There were a couple of other immortals who don't show up multiple times on screen,
But they mention.
but are referred
Yeah.
to. So there's like Corey Rains,
Oh yes, Corey Rains.
and or Matthew McCormick,
Yep.
and there's Caragwin. And
Carrigan will be fun.
what's her name? She was a doctor. Rebecca.
Holy fuck! What's wrong with us, Rebecca? What's wrong with us?
It's got to be Rebecca.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Clearly. All right, so just Studio Canal, River Horse. Just let us know when it is time to. Well, we are your people.
We're your gals.
Yeah, there are people who know more about Highlander than us. So just let us know. I wonder if I can
We'd love
get.
to talk to you about it.
Can I get an episode of Star Talk Radio about the Highlander? I might be able to do that. I might be able to pitch that. I gotta wait for everything to blow over right now and wait for the tides to calm. But I'm hoping to get something like that for next season.
We'll see.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, I would want to make a TV expansion.
Yeah.
Get those characters in there. You'd have to add like Joe as an ally.
You'd be the ally card.
Yeah.
The ally deck.
In terms of like conflicts, you'd have to have like all the major conflicts like Slan Quinns. You'd have to have Kronos in there.
Oh my god, Kronos. Kronos could actually be a character.
Could have Kronos as a character.
You got the Kurgan.
Yeah, you have
We
the
could have
Kurgan.
Kronos. Kronos is a good villain.
He's like the best villain.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Can we watch Highlander tonight?
Of course we can. Obviously, it's me you're talking to. Obviously, we can watch Highlander. But yeah,
Yeah.
I was already making plans for like another version of this game.
I know. I'm ready.
I'm down for it though.
Yeah, me
because
too.
this was really fun to play. If
This
this
was
hadn't
very
been
fun.
as fun to play, I would have been like,
Yeah, and I think the two of us were like, all right, well, let's see how this goes.
yeah.
And,
We were like, we're gonna have fun with the flavor of it,
Yeah.
regardless.
Exactly.
But then it was a question of how much fun are we gonna have with it, like playing it.
Right.
This was legitimate.
Are we going to make the figurines fight each other, or
Yeah,
are
is
we
this gonna
actually,
turn into us house ruling
Yeah.
everything in order to like make it work?
as we reenact the movies?
Yeah. But we didn't have to because it actually worked.
It actually worked really well.
And I really do appreciate that they created two really awesome female characters and gave them full backstory.
Yeah, because the movies
the
are
booklet.
severely lacking in that. That's like
Yeah.
my one big complaint with the movie. I mean,
Yeah,
as-
I mean the show
know.
did a little better because it did have Amanda.
yeah.
It did have Anne.
It had Anne,
Tessa.
Tessa.
would have to
There
be
were
in there
some.
as an ally.
There were some good, strong female leads. Cassandra,
Cassandra was like, she's not my favorite character in the world, but
she's a good character.
she's a really good character.
Yeah.
It's not that I think she's a bad character.
Yeah.
I just have. She did some conflicting things with Duncan.
Yeah.
But I really, really enjoyed this.
Mm-hmm.
This was a ton of fun. I would 100%.
A+ will play again.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I will definitely play this again. I have to go downstairs and buy a bunch of little baggies.
Mm-hmm.
But I would play this again in a heartbeat. I think we could play this again tonight.
Yeah.
Because I want to play with Andy. I want Andy to get a chance.
Oh yeah. Now we know the rules, so
I will-
it'll
100% be breaking this out for a Friday night stream. This is going to happen. This is going to be on the full like Battleground Games Live Friday night board game night streams. Because this was tons of fun.
Mm-hmm.
This was a great time. It's okay. I've got the weapon cards in there.
There's
Well, that's
more
a
over there.
backs, so
You missed one.
yeah.
So
Red cards on the bottom, blue cards on the top.
yeah. Yes. No, this pile's in half. There we go.
There we go. And then we.
Andy's like to gladly play it with us. I don't think you have a choice.
Yeah, I guess what, honey, it was going to happen regardless.
And we say that out of love.
And the box is very nicely put together. Like this, all the characters have like their own little distinctive spaces.
Yeah.
River Horse does do very good presentation.
Yeah, that's like for me a lot of that is the way a box is set up is like it's so important to me.
Yep. Yeah. This.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna play this a ton.
We should add this when we play with Andy later.
Definitely.
Yeah, because we know how to play now.
Yeah. All right. I need to take a quick bathroom break.
Yes.
I want to turn my mic off.
I do too.
So, yeah, we're gonna take a quick break as soon as Andy can come up and pause the stream because I'm not sure how to put it. I'm not sure how to put it onto our pause screen. We'll be right back soon.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for him to come up. The only thing I don't love is that when they packed this box, this
Oh,
bit
no.
here hit that.
Yeah.
So what I've got to do is like fix that and tape that together.
I wonder if you should just maybe just snip it
Yeah.
so that way it doesn't.
I'm just gonna put it in the box as is right now.
Yeah, that's
but
what I would do too.
Long term, I'm gonna need to
Yeah.
poke at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm gonna paint these minis. I'm gonna paint the hell out of these minis. Yeah, this was very, very well done. I'm good job, River Horse. You done good. 2 thumbs up.
Now give us more.
2 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up. Because yeah,
We're both
happy to do it. And yeah, maybe while we wait for Andy to be able to pause, we should play something quick. We could play Suspend.
Oh, I like Suspend. Where's the bag? It's over
In-
here.
It's over there. Should we each take 2 piles of pieces?
Yeah. I need to get myself a copy of this because Jen and Tim are the ones who have it right now, and I think I want to play like alone.
So one of the guys here, Andrew, came up with a reverse way of playing.
Where you start with it all on top?
Where you, like, as a group, you randomly just start placing pieces and build a thing. And then you have to all
take off?
It apart.
That's interesting.
And you roll the die to figure out, like, what piece you have to try to remove.
I don't hate that idea.
No, it's a really interesting idea. It's definitely a good variant. So there it is.
Yeah, no, something alright. But still, pretty good. Because you're like, I'll kill your thing this turn, and then I just read it, but that's still, it's still really good. I like that.
There's 2 green for you. I'm just going to give you your pieces, and then I've got whatever's left.
That's probably the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. 2 blue. 2 red. So the problem with this is that we're doing it from above, so it's gonna be real interesting. I'm trying to get it nice
I wonder if I can
centered on the board. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be interesting to see from above.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. 2 orange for you. 2 yellow. And 2 black. I think that's all of them.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah.
So I win this game a lot.
That's fun.
I don't know how. Like, I'm not like...
I'll let you go first.
Thank you. Like, there's no reason why I win this game a lot.
It just happens.
I just win this game a lot. I mean, I'm not mad about it, but I really enjoy the game just in general.
Yeah, I love this game. So there was a night, there was a really bad nor'easter.
Yeah.
And Andy and I could not make it into the storm for the regular Friday night stream.
Mm-hmm.
And so we stayed home and streamed off of Andy's phone.
Oh.
Off our internet at home.
How'd that go?
We propped the phone in a shoe.
Sure.
So it was facing us just right.
Yep, yep.
And then we played some games on our living room floor. It was fine. We wore our pajamas and wrapped ourselves in blankets, and it was kind of funny.
That sounds kind of fun.
It was a good time. And we played Suspend, and what we found was we draped a dark blanket behind it
To make it easier to see.
so that you could see it.
Yeah.
And we were doing this from above, so that's going to be really interesting.
Oof.
Yeah.
Well, let's balance this baby out.
Let's.
That's the thing, is getting hard. In that mid-round, I had a different actions. Yeah. It was like I discarded one at a time.
Have fun.
I will.
You will. This is also a lot easier to play with the wireless mics.
Oh, yeah.
All right. This blue is early.
I know. I think I want to go this way.
Right. That's part of the thing. In general,
There's always that, like, when I let it go.
Yeah,
how
that
much is it gonna
that
swing?
moment you're like, oh no.
I guess I get rid of my yellows early.
Yeah. It kind of sucks when you lose all your like small ones early because you don't build a good base.
For your
yeah,
buildings.
there's like not really a great base when that happens.
Yeah.
Black. I think I want to go this way. Yeah, this is a bad.
This is a bad.
This is a bad start.
This is horrible. All the yellows on the board.
Where the fuck am I gonna put this one?
Worked.
Yep.
No blues.
No yellows. Good luck. Where's that gonna go? That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gives us.
Yeah.
And it's doubled. It's doubled. So.
Mhm.
This guy likes the yellow and the blue.
Red.
That yellow is very risky.
That one there?
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like if I just hit the table. That was a little more movement than I wanted.
It was fine though. Neither of us can sit down now though.
No.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's no problem here.
It's still good. It's still good.
We should think about lunch.
We should. We should. I see what you're doing.
I don't know if it's
I'm
gonna.
very nervous.
This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Abort! Abort!
Exit strategy.
Shit.
I have a very little head.
I think I need to go like this though. This game is so stressful. I love it.
I love it too. It's so funny, and I have such short hair now.
Yeah.
I just got my hair cut.
I really like this haircut on you.
First green on the board. I
Holy shit.
I locked the yellow in place.
Yeah, you did. This is it, guys.
There are a couple of places it could go.
I think I need to... Alright, I think I know.
One hand.
I switched.
You know the rules. You know how this works.
This is a nice little spider web we got here.
It is.
This is a close game, I say. No yellows.
No oranges. No oranges.
No yellows.
Yellows.
He had a little rush.
We may just have to take turns.
We might have what?
Take turns going down, not pause.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Nope.
This is nice. I really like the way this game looks when it's...
Yeah. It does look really good.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good on the stream too because it's from above.
Yeah, that's like it's a cool view. I was concerned.
Yeah.
No blues. We only have greens and blacks left.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Roll it away.
Eventually, we'll see. Try re-rolling.
Yeah. That's it. What do we got?
All right.
That's it.
That's it. I win.
You win. By default, you win. You win. Good game.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Can we put those last two on?
Yeah, let's do it. And then I want to... Hold on, let's... Okay. All right, now pick it up.
Yeah.
Hold it. Wait, come here.
All right, I'm gonna run run downstairs.
Go run downstairs.
And I will return. I'm turning off my mic.
All right. Yes.
And then we'll pick something else.
Yeah. Yeah. So Amanda has left. I usually win Suspend. I was very, very bummed to not be winning this time, but that's okay. She won by default. Normally, I end up knocking it all over, and then everyone has to take from you, and then somehow I end up winning in the end. It's like magic. Right. All right, let me turn my mic off.
Turn mine on, and I found menus, so we can look at things. I'm gonna look for food. I'm gonna pick a game to set up and look at food. So I have lots of different games still in the bag. I brought a lot of different things. I think A good one to play while we eat might be Chrononauts. Play like solo or co-op Chrononauts. Because I don't really want to break out Fireball Island until we don't have like food in front of us. But we're about to order some lunch, and I feel like Chrononauts is a good one to play in between. So we move Suspend out of the way, that over here, and I'm going to lay out Chrononauts. So Chrononauts is hands down one of my favorite games in the whole world. I love Chrononauts. And my Chrononauts set, you might notice, is in just a regular cardboard box. It's in like a deck box, like a cardboard-like card box. It has all the expansions. It has the original, it has Early American, it has Gore Years, and it has Lost Identities. Early America and regular have been split by the instructions. So, here's the thing. I know the regular timeline really well. I don't know the Early America nearly as well. The way Chrononauts works is that you are a time traveler who has found themselves in an alternate timeline that is not like your timeline. They have found themselves in our timeline where everything has happened the way we know it to have happened. So the trick is, none of these time travelers are from a timeline where everything happened exactly like it happened for us. All of them have something that happened differently. Usually two things that happened very, very differently. So for example, some of these are not characters in the base game, some of these are Lost Identities cards. But for example, let's find one of the basic characters. Let's see. Fruit Basket. Bob Who? 50 years after the invention of time travel, the one eternal constant was the need for qualified time machine repairmen, like Bob Fruit Basket. Bob could fix anything, including the 43 Panasonic D-Paradoxer. Unfortunately, a careless tourist's time ripple changed Bob's destiny before he ever learned time machine repair. Instead, he's a lunar real estate agent. So, yeah. So, all these time travelers, so in Fruit Basket's timeline, Abraham Lincoln was not assassinated, but he later was impeached. And instead of the Great Depression, we had the mild recession. All the way back on. But Challenger still explodes as normal.
What are we playing?
This is Chrononauts.
Okay.
It's a time travel game.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
But also food.
Yeah. So, what sorts of things do you enjoy? Sandwiches, pizza, salads, what have you?
What are you in the mood for?
I was kind of thinking of a roast beef sandwich.
Sandwiches sound good.
From Louise. Louise does a good roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you eat French fries?
I eat like some French fries. I always want them, but I can't eat a lot of them anymore.
Because they always give more than I can eat.
Oh, perfect.
So you can pick.
We can share.
Yeah.
That's
yes,
perfect.
It's Chrononauts time, Andy.
I think I want a tuna sandwich.
Do it. All right. Let's take a look. So I'm going to text Andy and tell him they also have fried raviolis. What are you getting? You're getting a tuna.
I get a tuna sandwich.
White or wheat bread?
Wheat. Okay. Can they add cheese to it?
Doesn't say. Oh, this is served with French fries. Then you know what? I'll pick off your fries, and I'll just get the fried ravioli.
Perfect.
Thrilling, I know, that we're ordering our lunch.
Sorry, guys. Some things are just really important, like sandwiches.
Yes. Tuna sandwich on wheat. Do you want lettuce, tomato? Anything on it?
Lettuce and tomato. Mayo is in it already.
Yeah.
See if they can put cheese on it. I had the best tuna salad sandwich of my life yesterday. It had Italian dressing mixed on it with shredded cheddar and
It's like an American single, fine.
yeah, that's fine. I can't imagine that they can't add.
You've got quantum entanglement, and they utilize quantum channel. They kind of go hand in hand. The idea here is, and this is something that sticks, and this is true, but what she does, the rest of this is not suits.
You mean Andy order?
Yeah.
So, according to our physics,
100%. We're on stream. I'm not going to be calling in my lunch order, trying.
I mean, I don't talk to anybody. I would have done it on the internet.
I don't think he talks to anyone either, but.
I went to find the best pizzeria in Malton.
Okay.
So I went on Yelp and I found a list of top 10 pizzerias in Malton.
All right.
And went through the list to find the first one that I could online order from. And that is the only pizzeria I order from now.
I want to do this. There we go, yeah. So guess what? We're working with this upside down.
I'll probably go up a little bit.
This.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, he's ordering.
Yeah.
So the way this works is we have our timeline, and the timeline is as we remember it. Timeline is precisely the way we think of it as being.
That is still true. They have pumped up quantum computer software.
This is the real timeline.
Yes.
Okay.
However, our time travelers are not from our timeline. They are from an alternate version of our timeline where things happened a little bit differently. Not completely differently, but a little differently. So each of the linchpin cards, which are the purple ones,
Okay.
can happen one of two ways.
Okay.
You use their action cards you use to flip things back and forth. When they flip, they ripple other things, and the blue cards are ripple points.
Okay.
When this doesn't happen, we're paradox.
Oh, all right.
But then we have paradox patches, so that something else happens in their place.
Okay.
Each time traveler has one blue and two orange. So one that is done the way we're used to it, and two that happened an alternate way. Most paradox points only have one possible patch in the deck. A couple of them have more.
Okay.
Mostly, though, the big different one is that one. You can get World Peace, you can get World War III, there's a bunch of different options there. So this timeline goes from 1865 up through, I want to say
1970?
2000 or something like that.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Okay.
Yeah, there's 99. 99's the latest point. There's someone upstairs.
Oh my goodness.
It's Andy. Hi.
Sarah,
Yes.
you want a tuna club or a tuna sandwich?
Sandwich. With
It says
cheese
tuna
at the-
club in the menu.
Yes, so do you want
Oh.
bacon on that?
Sure.
Okay then.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
That's fine. And see if they'll add cheese to it.
Yeah.
So we have our timeline, as you can see. So you can see that paradoxed if, this is the red symbol. Some of these require 2 linchpins to be turned over
Okay.
to paradox them. So for example, the Great Depression, paradoxed if both the Titanic avoids the iceberg and the Lusitania arrives safely. If only one
These
of
are
the
the
2
icons.
have happened, this doesn't turn yet.
Gotcha.
So you can turn one and not affect this
Right.
away.
Okay, I see a couple that have that. This one's got the 3. Oh, if.
So some are ors.
Right.
So either one will cause it to flip. Patches get shuffled into the action deck. So you have a whole bunch of different patches. Actions are things like reverse fate, which makes you flip any linchpin either way. Red to black, black to red.
Okay.
Restore history just goes one way. You're resetting it back to our...
Flip this back to normal.
Right. And then there are some specific ones like sabotage and prevent assassination, avert disaster, that go in specific directions on specific cards. So you don't want to waste a reverse fate if you have an avert disaster and the card you need to affect is one of those going in that direction.
Okay.
So we have a bunch of action cards. These are what we use in the competitive version. We're going to challenge ourselves with the solo version or co-op mode.
Okay. I like co-op better. Anyway.
So the way this works, if you're playing competitive, everyone gets a secret mission to collect objects.
Right.
So you have an alternate win condition if you're playing competitively, because your time traveler could be out of luck because if someone like discards the patch you need. Yeah, not good.
You're as well.
There are also action cards like It Never Existed. You discard an artifact card. Quick Trip to the Future. You get to go check something. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things that you can use in the competitive game. You would shuffle those, please.
Yes, ma'am.
So the way the competitive mode works, everyone gets 1 time traveler. The way the co-op mode works is we get 8 time travelers, and we're trying to get them all home.
Oh.
And we work together. You can do it solitaire, or you can work together to do it. So I'm playing with the Lost Identities expansion, where Looney Labs had people who liked the game submit proposals for characters to add in and their timelines and their stories, and write little short stories to go with them. And so, for example, I'll take one off the bottom. Zane Renak is, at long last, the UFOs arrived. This is from one of the Loonies. One of the Loonies wrote this. Tragically, the Earth was a wasteland by then. Nothing remained of human civilization except a time capsule buried during a World's Fair 5,000 years ago. But those artifacts inspired us to use time travel to rescue humanity by preventing a global atomic war.
Ooh.
What we didn't consider was how mankind's survival would impact our own. So he needs 1918 to happen as normal. Europe in ruins after World War I. But then Berlin has to host the World's Fair in 1948. Instead of Israel being founded, because in order to get that to happen, we have to kill Hitler. So when I demo this game at PAX, one of the first things I say to people is, would you like to kill Hitler? And that usually gets a positive response. If it doesn't, I know we're in trouble. And I don't want to play with someone who doesn't want to kill Hitler. But also,
That's a whole nother.
Zane Renak needs World War III to happen. World War III is a little tricky. If you trigger World War III in 1962 during the Cuban Missile Crisis, it blows up the rest of the timeline. Nothing happens past then. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have Yeah, I'm going to put them up here. We can see them. It's not like you can read the text on them. So, Timmy, Betty, Yuri, Mr. X, Mojo, Fruit Basket, Rufus, and Angela. So, let me move all these down a tiny bit. Maybe we can see. Just to keep track of how many we've gotten home. I usually like to at least get half of them home. If I don't get at least half home, I don't consider it much of a success. Sometimes you end up with like 2 that just you can't get them both home.
Right.
They're in direct opposition to each other, and to do one, you're going to have to discard a patch that someone else needs, but they're going to have you discarding a patch that the other one needs. Yeah. So we're going to start out with... Let's put these down. They're not fully visible, but you can at least keep track of how many. You can't read the characters on the cards anyway, so... But you can at least keep track of how many we've sent home. So I'm going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe it's supposed to be 5. I'm going to double check that. Example, completed. Starting the game. Everyone close your eyes quick. Your eyes are closed so that you don't accidentally look at the clock or watch. Now think, what time is it? Take a guess. Whoever's closest goes first in the competitive thing. Oh, right. If we have 13 paradoxes out on the board, we lose.
Okay.
Just flat out.
Okay.
There is one character in here. Crazy Joe. You win if at any time there are more than 12 unpatched paradoxes in the timeline.
Oh.
The Tiki Hut at the end of the continuum. Welcome to Crazy Joe's, he said as I walked in. But where else was I going to go? Since the collapse of time-space, there's not much left. They're still investigating who could have done such a thing. Give me a Java Hut, Joe. I might be here a while. Boy, is this place busy. Yeah. So they all have a little story on there, which I really like. Let's see. Solonauts is a solitaire game in which the challenge is to get 8 Chrononauts home on a single pass through the deck, so we don't get to shuffle and reload it.
Okay.
Remove all the artifacts. Yes, sure. So yeah, it's a hand of 5 cards. Cool. I thought it was nice. So we have available to us 3 patches and 2 reverse fates. That's a really good opening hand. So the first thing I usually do is I go through here and see if I need any of the ones that I've drawn in my first hand.
Okay.
So do we need President King to take office in 1974? I don't see it.
Neither do I.
Sad as it is to lose it, it gets discarded. We get another card because you don't want to hold on to cards you don't need.
Okay.
Because you have a hand limit of 5.
Okay. So discard draws you need.
Yep. Berlin hosting the World Fair.
1948.
Yep. I don't see it.
Nope.
Out it goes. I like to first get myself to the point where I've only got cards in my hand I need. World War III. Thank God, no. Wow, the Titanic explodes. 1929.
Nope.
Yes.
Where?
Angela.
Oh,
Okay.
yep.
So we need that.
All right.
So we're holding on to those. Do fairgoers love German cake?
Oh, 1939.
Yes, they do. Mojo needs
Yep.
that. And who needs pot?
Mojo.
Excellent. Well, then I say we try and go for Mojo first.
Okay.
Because we have the 2 patches he needs. So, how do we make this happen? How do we make it so that fairgoers love German cake and legalize pot? So, fairgoers love German cake if we kill Hitler. Otherwise, no one gets killed. So the trick here is Hitler ripples a lot of points. Who else gets affected by that? So 1939. Who needs 1939 to happen normally? Anyone? No, normally.
Normally.
Black
ones.
No one.
No one.
Excellent. Who needs 1942 to happen normally?
Nobody.
No one. 44.
Timmy.
D-Day. D-Day, you also have to stop the Pearl Harbor bombing.
Okay.
So we can do that without actually rippling
D-Day.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
Without having D-Day, like, turn over yet.
Yeah, you need both. Okay.
Yeah. 1945, A-bombs dropped on Japan. Betty. That will paradox immediately. So let's hold on to her.
But we can
undo it.
Right.
I always like leaving the timeline with Hitler dead. Makes me feel warm inside.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
So, but you know, does anyone else need? So Angela and Betty both need A-bombs to be dropped on Japan, unfortunately.
So someone's not coming home.
Well, no, they both need that.
Oh, they both need it to be black.
So while we've got both of the things that Mojo needs, we may want to see about getting Angela and Betty home. We'll see what we've got for them. Because we have the Titanic exploding for Angela. So, let's think about that. In 1948, Israel founded. Does anyone need 48 to happen normally? No. So killing Hitler only really messes with two people on our board, Betty and Angela. So we can definitely do that sooner rather than later if we try to get them home. Okay. However, marijuana being legalized is our other opportunity. In 1986. Does anyone need 1980? Yeah, Fruit Basket needs the Challenger to explode. That's annoying.
That is annoying. That's sad.
It's really irritating. I mean, we could send Mojo home and then immediately undo the things that we did to get him home. Does anyone else need marijuana legalized or fairgoers to love German food? I feel like he's the only one for both of those.
I think so.
I think so. Okay. Well, let's send him home and then we can always undo.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to reverse fate. 1986. Here's the thing. We need two things to happen to legalize marijuana. We need to save John Lennon, and we need to assassinate Reagan.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Let's undo that first. So we're going to flip John Lennon. And that flips 2 points. It doesn't flip this yet, but it does flip Columbine. Okay. New card. Avert disaster. Well, let's set ourselves up. Who needs the Titanic to explode? Angela.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. So, 1912. Let's keep the Titanic from sinking by averting that disaster.
Okay. So we flip this.
We flip that, and that's going to ripple 1929 and 1933. So 1929 over here, the stock market's not going to crash.
Oh. And 1933.
And we'd immediately patch that.
So we need...
1933, we would have to... This doesn't flip yet.
Right. Okay.
So, the Titanic has exploded. Like you do. And you needed that, Angela. So we need Wilson to keep the U.S. out of the war. We don't have that. Do we need David? Yeah, we do need Koresh to open this hospital. Mr. X needs that. This is a tough... Oh, Rufus needs that too. We need all three of these. I'm going to discard this restore history and see what I get.
Okay.
Allied troops invade Tokyo. No one needs that. No, this is one of the multiple choice options. Each one has a different way that it lands.
Okay.
This one is like playable only if this one is black and this one is red. So each one has its own
Has a choice.
Yeah.
Right.
Nope. Prevent an assassination. It's annoying we could use that for John Lennon.
Yeah.
Well, is there anyone else we can prevent from being assassinated that does what we want it to do? Can we save Lincoln? 1968. Do we need Andrew Johnson impeached on anyone? I don't think so.
No. I don't think so.
All right. And in 1974, Nixon's still going to resign because JFK is still getting assassinated right now. Because we do need that to still happen for a couple of these guys. So yeah, let's save Lincoln. Lincoln was wounded. But in 1968, nothing happens.
Okay.
There is a patch for that. He gets impeached instead. So we don't... The patches that we have... do we need the Oklahoma City bombing? Yeah, we do. Yuri needs it. We can always undo that. Let's save Waco. Waco standoff diffused peacefully. David Crush's new ministry opens a new hospital.
And Rufus needs that.
Halt, attack, and restore history. We need more patches, is the problem.
Alright, well, what about...
We could legalize marijuana and then undo it and have the Challenger explode later. Needs pot. Mojo. Yeah. I feel like we're going to have to do that, but I also feel like then we have to leave Angela and Betty for last because there are going to be other people that need things that flipping Hitler does.
Right.
So, strategy in this game. This is why the solo game is
it's hard.
Super challenging. Yeah, it's a puzzle. Well, I'm going to discard that one because I don't find it as useful. And we got a reverse straight out of it.
That's good.
Shall we try to send Mojo home? We have both of his patches.
Yeah, we might as well.
The Great Depression is still happening, so...
Yeah, we might as well do that, and then we can always revert as we need to.
Yeah. So, we're going to kill Hitler. 1939 ripples. 1942 ripples. D-Day doesn't ripple yet. A-bombs ripple. Israel ripples. So much.
And then that gets
Patch
placed.
this in 39. And then we are going to legalize marijuana by assassinating Reagan. 86. Challenger's going to explode. And Soviet Union is not going to mix. So, Soviet Union doesn't collapse. Challenger doesn't explode. Now, pot gets legalized.
Yep.
And Mojo goes home. So come over here.
Okay.
Alright, let's get ourselves some new cards. Ugh. I do always like leaving us with world peace, but no one needs it.
No one needs world peace.
Alas. And the mild recession. Doesn't even need the
Yes.
Yeah, fruit basket.
Yes.
does.
I'm like, I know I saw that.
So we need Abraham Lincoln to be impeached, and then we need to undo this. Let's undo the Challenger. We'll restore history on Reagan.
Okay. We don't want to do that for Hitler?
No, because I feel like we need Hitler to be... There are other things that we need Hitler dead for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Warsaw hosting the Olympic Games.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, and we can't get that back.
Right.
Well, we could. No one else needs fairgoers to love German cake. We could, but we'd have to like keep killing and re-killing Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah. So we might as well save it for later.
I mean, maybe not. Yes, Hitler. Let's just unkill Reagan.
Yep. I'm down.
Restore history. Reagan is just wounded. Sorry, pot is no longer legalized.
Not yet. Okay.
Challenger has exploded. Soviet Union collapsed. Let's go ahead and patch that while we're at it.
Yep.
Repeal the Nuremberg race laws. I like that.
Me too. Me too.
Hey, Warsaw's hosting the Olympic Games in 1944, but we need D-Day first.
Okay.
So Rufus needs this, which directly contradicts
Timmy needs D-Day.
Timmy. Yeah. So we need these. I'm going to discard that. Does anyone need guns banned? Yes. Timmy needs it.
Oh,
And we can patch it right away.
yeah.
Nice.
We don't have European economy boom yet, right?
No, we
No.
haven't drawn that. So this is the problem, is that some of the patches we need could be far down in that deck.
Yep.
I'm going to discard that. I'm going to discard that. Man, we need more patches.
Well, we should do this one, yeah?
Yeah, let's...
Because that'll get...
33?
Oh, no, not yet.
Yeah, no.
But we might as well.
1860. We need that patch for 1868. I'm going to discard that. Let's use a reverse fate on the Lusitania.
Okay.
Yep.
So flip this.
Yep. So 1917, the U.S. declares war on Germany is going to flip. And 1933, the Great Depression is going to have recession. Hey, cosmonauts are orbiting the moon. I mean, not yet, but someone needs them to. Betty. Ooh, Betty and Mr. X are in direct opposition. Tricky. Yeah, this may not be a half home game. Well, shall we flip something just for the sake of flipping it?
Yeah, we might as well.
So we know we need the Vietnam Peace Accord signed. We can undo it for Mr. X later. We know we need a Zeppelin factory to open in Seoul. We also need Seoul to be captured. Well, Warsaw, is Warsaw hosting? No, not yet. It's not hosting the Olympic Games yet. Because we're waiting on D-Day.
Yeah, we need to flip this.
We have like half of most of them. It's really irritating.
Yeah.
A-bombs being dropped on Japan right now? No. No, they're not.
A-bomb? No, because we...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have cosmonauts orbiting the moon. Communism isn't reinventing itself yet. '69.
We banned guns? We did, right?
Does anyone need the Cuban Missile Crisis?
I don't think so.
Cool. Let's undo the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, I don't see that anywhere.
So that's gonna, or no, that we need to ripple.
We need to do the...
What affects
Sputnik.
1962? Sputnik, right. 1962 flips, and 1969 flips. Apollo 11.
And then we can cosmonaut it.
Yep.
Who is
So
cosmonaut?
cosmonauts orbit the moon, but communism hasn't reinvented itself yet. But it at least got it out of our hand.
Yeah.
Vietnam Peace Accord signed, and President Wilson keeping the U.S. out of the war. President Wilson, that's happening.
Yep.
So President Wilson keeping the U.S. out of the war. Titanic explodes. Yep. A-bombs dropped on Japan. No. We have to wait on that.
Yeah. What are we waiting for on this one? That's not happening yet.
Nope.
We just need to reinvent communism, right? For this
Yeah.
one.
Vietnam Peace Accord signed. Betty and Angela, I don't think are getting home. I don't think it's happening.
Probably
So we need
not.
to hold on to that. Let's draw another card. Another reverse fate. What we needed was a patch.
Yep.
Guns are banned. The European economy, is it booming? It's not booming.
No.
D-Day is happening, but yeah.
Yeah, we haven't swapped the European economy yet.
Abraham Lincoln impeached.
There we go.
All right. So Abraham Lincoln has been impeached. The mild recession has happened. The Challenger has not exploded, though.
Challenger.
Oh, yeah, the Challenger did explode.
Yeah.
Great. That
So,
means
Fruit basket got home.
Fruit basket's home now. That's good. That's good. All right.
Okay. Nope.
European economy can boom.
There we go. We need that.
So what we need to do is save Archduke Ferdinand.
Okay.
Reverse fate.
That's
That
gonna
just
move.
ripples at one point.
That goes
European economy
here.
is booming. D-Day is happening, and guns have been banned. Timmy gets to go home now.
Yay, Timmy.
Does anyone else need the European economy booming?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No. No.
We're not getting everyone home.
No, we're
right
not.
now.
No.
Because this is the
That's
end
it.
of the
That's all we got.
So
Okay.
there's no way we can do this.
Can we get anybody else? Or are we out?
Don't think so. I think we're out. We might be able to get one person.
Let's see if we can get one more person. Then we're
Let's see.
halfway.
Cosmonauts are orbiting the moon.
Yes.
I have communism can reinvent itself if we assassinate Reagan again.
We might as well.
And then Yuri can go home.
Yeah. And then we got halfway.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to reverse fate on this. Reagan is dead again. And that means the Challenger is no longer exploding. That's fine. Soviet Union's not going to collapse. So in 91, communism is going to reinvent itself. Oh, no, we can't because the Oklahoma City isn't bombed.
Where's Oklahoma City?
It's over here.
Oh, and we're out of things.
We got close.
We got close. Almost.
got close to
almost.
half.
Almost.
I have managed to get all 8
Have you?
home in the past. Yeah. It's not easy, but I have done it.
Yeah.
It sort of depends sometimes on what patches you draw when. Because if you draw like all the patches you don't need, you're kind of in trouble.
Yeah, that's what happened to us.
Oh, I think that's our lunch. Our lunch, I think, is here, so we may take the stream down for a little bit to eat.
That would be nice.
And then we might come back after the fact and hang out a little bit more, play a game before we go to dinner. So we actually want to make sure that these are flipped. The red ones are flipped to their purple side.
So
Hey, thank you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Andy, can we pause the stream while we eat so that we're not eating on camera?
So are we? Okay.
We're going to take it down for a little bit, take a break, and then after we eat, we'll bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will return
back in a
shortly,
little bit.
folks.